That's not just the sound of that first sip of Morning Joe. It's the sound of someone shopping for a car on Carvana from the comfort of home.
That's a good blend.
It's time to take it easy, like answering some easy questions to get pre-qualified for a car in minutes.
Talk about starting the morning right.
Just like customizing your terms so your car fits your budget. Visit Carvana.com or download the app to experience car shopping the way it should be. Convenient, comfortable. The comfort of your favorite seat is now your comfy car selling command center, thanks to Carvana.
It doesn't get any better than this.
Your favorite seat's the best spot in the house. Make it even better by entering your license plate or VIN and getting a real offer in minutes.
There really is no place like home.
And speaking of home, Carvana will pick up your car from yours after you finalize your offer. Visit Carvana.com or download the app and sell your car from your comfy place.
Welcome to Alien Theorist Theorizing Austin Pod Trip Recap. I'm Braden.
I'm Zoe.
And I'm Andrew.
Now, just before we get going on our recap, just wanted to give read a quick quote. Hard work pays off. Dreams come true. Bad things don't last, but bad guys do. Rest in peace, Ray's Ramon. Huge part of my childhood. No. Took 3 heart attacks to take him out.
Tough motherfucker.
Yeah, he struggled with addiction, turned his life around. Our thoughts go out to
the entire Hall family, all the friends, everybody. Fucking Kevin Nash. Did you read his post? Jesus.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking.
Dude, killed me.
Yeah, it was a tough one. So rest in peace, Scott Hall. We salute you. Now, when,
just before we get started, we'll make a quick mention. Yeah, Dan was not in that intro. Dan has landed and is in Thailand. So if you're wondering, that's where he is.
He's in Bangkok.
Creating a few Mycenac stories.
I'm sure.
Yes.
I'm sure.
Now, we've been in this COVID-19 quarantine lockdown for almost 2 years. So the last pod trip for us was LA?
Alien Con, June 2019.
Mine was, dude, I think my last one was like 2017.
Yours is, we went back-to-back years. So yours 2018.
2018.
Or did you even make that one?
No, I didn't come to Vegas. I didn't go to LA. Boys, I only went on the first one.
You went that? Okay, yeah, 2017 then. That's right.
Too busy having babies.
Yeah. It's obviously when things were starting to loosen up, we were like, one of our first things on our bucket list was get a pod trip in. So as we were trying to decide, where do we go? Like, there was talks of tons of places, Disneyland.
Hey, boys, I was all about it.
Harry Potter World, stuff like that.
Theme parks.
But we had some...
Well, boys, my owl's been here for a while. I got my letter. I'm ready to go. All right, Hufflepuff's waiting.
Yes, he's a Hogwarts dropout. They finally let him back in.
Absolutely. I'm not a Hogwarts dropout.
He's dying to get back there.
Hufflepuff for life, son.
So there was some criteria. We wanted, to be able to make some content. We wanted to meet some fans. We wanted to be hotter than Canada, which pretty much wiped up the East.
I wouldn't have went anywhere. No, I would not have went anywhere that was colder.
We said no ice and snow. That's number one. 100%.
Which oddly enough, the winter, the place that was chosen actually had a fucking winter storm.
A freak
storm. Days before we went.
Freak storm just a few days before we went. We're like, oh my God.
I was getting ready to pop a fake COVID test, being like, sorry boys, can't go.
So we looked at our analytics and stuff, and we could see where the most downloads were from, and the most downloads were from an area in Texas between Austin, San Antonio,
Houston,
the ATT triangle, if you will.
Austin landing right in the middle of that triangle.
So we figured, hey, you know what? That's why the hell not? And first off, I gotta say, Texas was fucking phenomenal.
Not what I expected at all.
No.
I met
Me
three
neither.
people with accents. I don't think I saw anybody with guns. Everybody was insanely friendly.
Well,
Like it was amazing.
It wasn't the stereotypical Texas that we've all been brainwashed believing over all the movies. And
I'm ready to see fucking Yosemite Sam run around fucking shooting his guns off and shit.
well, I mean,
A serious lack of tumbleweeds.
Yeah. I didn't see one fucking duel.
well, it's at the same time though, it's so weird for me going to anywhere there's zero mountains, like not even a little bump, just like a fucking flat prairie. So weird.
And I feel really bad because, we refer to Alberta as the Texas of Canada, which is such a fucking insult to Texas.
You can't anymore.
Yeah. No. Alberta, you are now going back to being known as the butthole of Canada.
Absolutely.
Right?
It's not that bad.
Canada is the butthole of the world.
Hey,
But it's got tar sands. It needs a wipe.
they got Banff. They stole a piece of BC.
Yeah, they got, you know what else they got though? They got the fucking Flames. So
The hockey team's trash. But yes, we do call it the Texas North. I mean, that's what I mean. It's just for oil for the most part because
no longer North Texas.
Cowboys, I guess, a little bit, but it can't compare the two.
Hey, listen. Everyone from Alberta is all cap, no cattle, pal. All right.
Absolutely.
All cap.
We'll get
no
into
cattle.
more of that slang later. So we obviously chose Texas as our landing place.
Yep, it's
So
most listened to region. Thought, why not? We didn't really know much about it going. We knew that there'd probably be some comedy, there'd be some music, there'd be some good bars, but we did
not disappoint.
Did not disappoint
any of those fucking factors at all.
So we flew out Tuesday, March 1st, found us a great deal on flights, leaving 4:20 and 5:30 respectively from Kelowna and Vancouver. Kelowna obviously me and Andrew, Braden. His really easy flight for him from anywhere, right?
no, not easy.
Well, it's not like you live on an island or anything, right?
Yeah, for me to get this flight, it's an hour and a half drive, ferry ride, and then I got to navigate Vancouver traffic to get to like long-term parking, then get your SkyTrain to the airport. I thought I had it all planned in my head because I had like a 1:00 COVID test. And so you obviously have to get a negative COVID test to fly into the States. So we had a backup plan. We had all talked about it, that if any of us pinged positive, we would drive to Seattle because you can drive across the border with a positive. So like, dude, I white knuckled it from my house. There was bad traffic because I didn't catch the early ferry. Just made the ferry. The ferry lineup was insane. The ferry was 20 minutes delayed because of bad weather. I'm just like sweating, just stressing. Like at any time, I'm like, I'm going to miss.
You gave yourself a 2-hour buffer, but it almost wasn't enough.
Yeah. And so it's like the ferry was slow because of waves and stuff, pull into Vancouver airport, into YVR, long-term parking. I'm sprinting to the SkyTrain with my luggage. I'm like, I've left my jacket, my windbreaker. Fuck it. Too late. I'm not going to make this doctor's appointment to get this test. Literally make it there like with 2 minutes to spare to my test. And they're like, if you're late, it's canceled. You have to repay for a whole new test.
Fucked.
So I'm like, oh, thank God, get there, get the test. Then I'm sitting there for half an hour stressing because I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna ping positive. I'm gonna have to go all the way back to my truck, drive to Seattle. It's crazy. The guy's already pinged negative. Like, fuck, of course it's gonna happen to me. Boom, get the negative. But I was like, I couldn't eat, I couldn't do anything. I was just stressing the whole time.
Well, your whole flight, your whole trip is based on one little swab of the inside of your nose.
Yeah, so it was stressful. And luckily I pinged the negative too and met up with you boys in Seattle.
Yeah, not happy either. The look on your face, you're fucking stress sweating. You're fucking got a little, you could tell you had a little swass going the way you're waddling. You're waddling a little bit more than normal. You weren't happy.
Oh, yeah.
You weren't happy.
Yeah. I was.
Took a spicy Caesar salad and a drink with the boys to get you.
Yeah, I hadn't eaten or anything. So it was a long day of not eating. So this is like, what I think we were in Seattle. It's like 9:00 now or something. Shit,
no, it was like 6:30 or 7, but
6:30 7.
It was the textbook Braden travel day, I would say. Put him on edge the whole day.
Yeah, oh yeah. Now you were traveling with Andrew. Did he pull any of his fucking Andrew shit?
We're going.
What do you mean Andrew shit?
We're going.
Whoa. What the fuck you mean Andrew shit? Like being a great travel companion? Because that sounds like Andrew shit.
Yeah, if being a great travel companion is when you yell Alu Akbar going through security.
I whispered it.
Okay.
To you.
So
security was right there.
Yeah, so they can't discriminate.
So well, they do, and they did. So we're going through security in Kelowna. It's a very small airport. There's like one fucking scanner, and in I don't know what he muttered, but he said something about a bomb. Like right when we're going through the X-ray, and I was like, "What are you doing? You can't say bomb in an airport. You can't say bomb anywhere around here." He's like, "No one heard. No one heard." So we go.
It's just a whisper.
It's fine. So I'm like, someone could just have a bomb in this airport. No one would even know. He said something like that, and I'm like, "Fuck."
Yeah, I stepped to the metal detector because I'm not going through that fucking microwave.
Nope.
Not a chance. Stepped to the metal
The
detector.
ball boiler.
I didn't even set the thing off, and all I hear is you with the eyebrows over here.
Hey, caterpillars.
Over here.
Hey, Eugene Levy, this way.
We're going to need a hand swab.
Oh, man. Everything swab, fucking got right in, like shark fin, split the cheeks, like lifted the carriage. It wasn't great. Yeah,
What would have happened if you didn't say bomb? Probably nothing.
Probably same thing.
Hey, guess we'll never know.
I think I've been randomly selected every time.
Your face is imprinted in their scanners. So you walk in the airport and they already have you pinged before you even go through.
Those detectors don't detect metal. They fucking detect Middle Eastern heritage. That's it. That's all it detects.
Oh, fuck. Well, we made it through. Not too many hassles. Just one almost bomb scare.
It was good. It was good. It was good seeing you boys. Like honestly, like seeing you at the airport, I was like, oh yeah, it's like
It's been a while.
The stress is kind of off. It's like, all right, we're doing this. We're going on this trip. This is phenomenal. We got this red eye, like sweet. So we're just literally doing fuck all at the airport. We're just pacing around. Beers were like $20 a beer. Shit. Like so.
We didn't care.
We had a couple drinks. We didn't care. We had a couple, and we all had huge aspirations. I don't know about you guys, but I was like, I'm sleeping on this plane. Andrew was medicating himself to sleep on the plane.
No dice.
Shout out to Alaska Airlines for the fucking worst seats. Worst.
Made of stone, boys. It literally made of stone.
Legit, the plane was from 1960, and the seats had been sat on so much that they were concrete. Like the foam was so fucking hard and fused, you could not sleep on this fucking plane.
I had a window seat, and the way the plane cuts down, I can't put both my legs on the floor. One leg kind of like sits up on the side of the plane. And I was like, are you for real right now? And I wasn't sitting with you guys.
No, you got to sit by yourself, didn't you?
No, there's some random person beside me.
And
so it's not like I could get comfy.
I also may or may not have told them about the red eye when I first booked the flight.
Well, I knew we were flying. Like I figured at the timing, I knew we were getting a red eye. I knew that was the case. But I'll say this, I never really checked the flight times. So like in my head, like we were flying and we'll be in Texas at like, in my head, I was like, oh, we'll be in Texas at 9 a.m.
Nope.
Nope.
5:30 a.m.
Get off, dude. I may have slept 10 minutes. Maybe I was so uncomfortable that whole flight. It was loud. Like
it was terrible. I can usually fall asleep on an airplane before takeoff. I'll sleep for 2, 3, 4 hours, no problem. I couldn't sleep for 20 minutes. My back was seizing up. I kept having to like lean up, stretch off the seat in front of me. It was actually, I've been on a lot of flights. It was the worst by far. There was nothing comes close to that flight.
Me and Zell have flown Air Lao where they fucking smoke on the planes, and I had a better.
They still smoke, and they legit drop.
They hand crank the fucking propeller,
and they legit drop the plane out of the sky to land. They're just like boom, boom. They'll drop like 9 times. They won't like gradually descend. They'll just drop that fucker out of the sky.
It was like at least terrifying. It was fun.
It was fun. Yeah, it was a little bit of a roller coaster.
Alaska Airlines, utter trash. So we're there at 5:30.
What do we do?
we're going to get the things. And Zell goes, yeah, it's really shitty that fucking check-in's not till 3.
Like, pardon fucking me?
What do you mean check-in's not till 3? He's like, yeah.
It's Airbnb.
Yeah. You guys didn't know that?
Well, I was like, I'm not paying for an extra night that we're not going to be there.
Oh my god.
So we're just literally, we just like, dude, we're so fucking tired. We're sitting at the like back because we don't know what to do. We have all our bags and shit. We're just sitting there like Zell went to take a piss. Me and Andrew like, motherfucker, this piece of shit. Unbelievable.
In my defense, when I booked the Airbnb, I specifically asked for an early check-in because it said on the booking, it says if you want an early check-in, just request and we'll try and accommodate your request. So I said, hey, we're getting in at like 5:30 a.m. We'd love to check in as early as possible. If that's 11 or 12 or whatever, we'd like to check in. Crickets for like, it sounded like 4 follow-ups. And finally, when we're sitting there, like, oh yeah, you can check in. You can check in. I was like, okay, sweet. What time can we get there? When's good? Crickets again. I was like, okay, so we're doing. So we decided we're just going to go to breakfast, I guess, at this point.
Yeah, so we're looking up
4-hour
breakfast places. And we go to this place downtown from the airport. We're like, we got all our luggage, dude. We looked haggard.
Phoebe's.
Like I was looking at you guys, and you guys look haggard, and I knew I was like, I look even worse. I was because I was
you had a double stressful day.
Yeah, stress mess, right? So I'm like, oh god. So we pull into this place called Phoebe's Diner downtown. Fucking unreal. My first real experience with a little bit of brisket.
We had to get it first thing in the morning. I got a brisket Benny.
Everybody knows what a healthy brisket breakfast.
Yeah, it was a staple of our Austin trip. Brisket every day. Now the funny thing is that again, we can't check in, so we're sitting there just crushing coffees. Like I'm talking, we were there for so long. I took 2 shits.
100%.
This was the start of an epic shitting spree by these two that boggled my mind. The entire time. I didn't understand what was happening on this trip.
We literally played battle shits all trip.
It was
the whole trip.
I don't know what they must have both ate something different because it was disgusting.
Well, you've heard of pissing contest. This was a shitting contest, boys.
Brisket.
Yeah.
Moist brisket for breakfast.
It's so we just sat there. We sat around there like just crushing coffees.
That girl honestly had like 7 cups of coffee. She's like, You're still here? All right. You want another cup?
Honestly, she was
really nice.
Is there any way that you can put this in a bag that I can hang and then put into my vein?
Just drip it.
Yeah. Like, please just mainline this now.
So it's like, I don't know, fucking 10 o'clock, 10:30. We get a message. Hey, yeah, go ahead. Check in.
Yeah. Thank you.
And we're like, all right, cool. Like, sweet. So we,
there's no way the place was booked before us. There's not a chance. We could have checked in at any time. She just would have said it.
Yeah. There was also no chance the place was clean before us.
And there's also a good chance that someone may have died in this place, it felt like.
Oh, no. That 100%. It's confirmed.
Yeah, it had it.
It's happened.
So we pull up to our Airbnb. It's, like I said, we're there to have fun. So it's like, we splurge where we can splurge and we save where we can save.
We saved.
And Zell doesn't crank out that wallet for nothing. So we saved
on the Airbnb.
It's it's in a nice part of town. It's like, in the Bel Air of Texas.
Oh yeah.
But
it's Uncle Phil lives up the street.
I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking right.
100%. Yeah, Uncle Phil lived up the street.
We were in Clarksville, which I guess is like just northwest of downtown, pretty much.
It was really nice, but we were in like a fourplex, a little bit run down,
grungy fourplex,
and like so we get into our place, and there's a fucking couple death nails sticking up from the floor.
So bad.
Zell had to hammer them into the floor.
They're just sticking up. You're gonna slice your toe open, wide open.
I stepped on one, hurt myself. But I fired up the EMF reader, and I'm just kind of walking around the place looking. It's pinging. I've never seen a ping like this. Q Dan, is it calibrated? Was there
electrostatic?
All I'm saying is,
did you have your phone on?
I've never ever seen this thing
jump like that,
fire off like that, and it was in the living room, which was convenient because that's where Andrew was sleeping.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, we gave Andrew the little cot, the little single cot in the living room.
That was great.
So it was like kind of interesting. We're kind of looking. I would keep trying to film it every time I turn on my phone. Nothing, no pings, right? So I turn off my phone. and walk around living room and stuff, and it would ping. Not always in the same spot either, because that's what I thought. Maybe, you know, if it was a sim spot, but we're definitely getting some action there. So this is like 11 o'clock. We're just, you know, it's either sleep or just push through the day, right? I think at this point. We made the excellent decision to
sleep when we're dead.
Right,
yeah,
we
push
probably
through
soon.
the day.
We've already not slept one night. You can do the first night of a trip. You can have a full 48 hours of no sleep. You can push through.
And the best, and we're like, you know what? Let's go out. Let's have some fun. We're gonna keep it low key. Have a couple beers. Go for dinner. We'll go for a nice
steak dinner.
Nice steak dinner, and then we'll call it an early night.
We were
So the
respectable.
first thing, respectable evening. We're adults.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're 30 years adults.
Yeah, we're gonna
We need
ease into
sleep.
the trip.
Yeah, right. We got a couple nights of drinking. We don't get fucking too fucked up the first night. We got to drink.
We got five nights. We got 5 nights ahead.
5
of us.
nights. So we'll take it easy. So first thing we do, we check. There's a VR place, right? Like a proper VR sandbox VR.
Like
Out in the
Dominion Square, some market in the north of Austin.
Dude, that place was awesome. It might have been some of the worst customer service I've ever seen in my life.
Hey, don't forget how we got there.
We got to talk. So
Fucking MAGA. The MAGA wagon, boys.
the first Uber we call shows up in his bright red Ford F3. Was it 350? It was a big fucking truck.
It was a fucking
It was
huge
a big.
truck.
I was like,
to
for
be driving an
Ubering?
Uber.
It's like, there's no
Just
way you're
didn't
making
make
money
sense.
on this, man. There's no chance.
He's preaching the gospel. That's why he does it.
But this was the first true Texas heavy accent we heard. And there was the first stereotype Texan we ran into.
Yeah, he was like, just you guys. Oh, you're Canada, right? Well, y'all know that Biden stole the election down here, right?
We're like, I don't know, man. Sure.
We learned
All
some
right.
really important things. Like anybody
Yeah.
who drives poorly in Texas is a Californian.
Yep. If you honk at someone or you don't put your signal on or you're an asshole on the road, California.
Californian.
He taught us the slang, all cap, no cattle, which is, what you can say to people in Texas.
And if you want to get shot,
As an insult, which is funny. Yeah, I thought it sounded funny.
he's all cap,
So I
no
was like-
cattle.
I was like, all right. I was like, I like
We're
this guy.
stealing that
And
one.
I'm stealing that. That's part of my repertoire now. We're asking him about this red truck, and he's like, people, my son, all these Californians flip us off because they think it's some sort of mega vehicle. Like, kind of
Literally got a MAGA sticker on the fucking bumper. But yeah, okay, buddy.
It's bright red and it has a mega sticker. We're like,
Wonder why.
well,
It's like you're not hiding. You're not
fits.
hiding it.
So, anyways,
Yeah.
Biden stole the election.
He stole it.
I don't know where they get this
He
from.
had those
man.
uncounted
Blows my mind.
votes. There was counted votes in the middle
Dead
of the night.
people were voting.
Dead
There
people
was
were
dead
voting.
people voting.
2 people were voting one time. One person voting 2 times. But he gave us the whole
Yeah.
spiel, and we went. We got the truck. We got the honking. So we
The whole
understand.
time, I'm just like, thank God Dan isn't here.
Yeah, I was like,
Thank
Dan.
God.
Dan would have fact checked this guy, and we would have all ended up
Might have
dead.
ended
Yeah,
up dead.
absolutely.
Anyways, yeah, we took
Yeah.
it was great Uber.
We would have been dead with those people that voted for Biden.
But yeah, we get to the sandbox VR. We walk in.
That was the most awkward
We walk in, where it's
exchange I've ever had.
It must have just opened, so it's empty. There's no one in there. And we're like, hey, like I would like to book some VR. He's like,
Did you book online?
book online? We're like, no, we're here right now. Can we book right now? It's like,
You're gonna have to book online.
You gotta book
and we're all booked up.
we looked at each other. We're like, there's nobody here. There's no one
So
here.
just for shits and giggles, we open up, online, like right in front of the guy, and be like, "Yeah, there's space right now."
We walked out the door. We opened the app, and they're like, "It's a space at 1 p.m. It's 1 p.m. right now." We walk back, like, "Hey,
He's
space
like,
right here."
He's like, here?
Like, yeah,
Here?
yeah, right here.
You
We're like,
sure?
yeah. Is there another place? No, not in Texas. Like, yeah, the new year, man. Like, what do you want? And so I'm trying to pay for it.
No,
He's
then
like,
he leaves. Remember, he's like, "I'll be right back," and he had to go get like the manager or something.
He needed a backup. He needed backup to
And,
to sign us into the place where he works at.
And then, they're like, yeah, you can pay online. So I go to try to pay online. I'm like, it doesn't work. It's not letting me pay online. Can I just pay here? We're here. And they're like,
take my money, please.
They look at each other like, I guess so this time. Like, okay. All right.
The
Like,
screen, they had the iPad right there. All we just fill in your information and we paid right there. It was so easy.
So, we get suited up with like haptic vests, like cool, like
First
haptic
of all,
vests.
I would like to touch on the fact that there was multiple fucking games to choose from. There was hundreds of games to choose from. Hundreds.
Yes.
And we had it. There was
And you
one.
chose the one fucking game I didn't want to play. There was one game I didn't want to play, and you had to fucking choose.
It was, what was it called? Haunted Mansion.
Zombie
Deadwood
Apocalypse,
Mansion.
something fucking.
Mansion.
Deadwood Mansion. It was just a mansion and it was a zombie horde and you're fighting them off with VR guns. It was fucking awesome.
I mean, we could have shot pirates. We could have fucking.
But
We could have played
like
some sports.
this VR, had haptic vests. You go in like a big room. It's not like an Oculus where like you're moving through the world through your controller. You walk through the world. There's sensors all around. So when you walk in the thing, like you don't move you move yourself. You don't actually move it with a controller. Like you are walking around the fucking room. It was
fucking
It was
cool.
a huge room. They had big fans set up and stuff like that too. Like it was fucking wild, man.
It was because a lot of times VR can make you like a little motion sick, depending on the game. This one, you're in the
not at
game,
all.
like you felt like you're there. It was so cool.
Oh, dude,
When you shot each other, you could feel the bullets. Like,
It was like a
because
little,
of the
it was like a
haptic
little
suit.
buzz.
I was feeling
Yeah,
pretty.
bop, 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 bop.
You put on those suits too, and you kind of felt like Vegeta a little bit.
Yeah.
right? Like, you're like a little Saiyan armor. I was like, oh, this is fucking cool. And then out of nowhere, the buddy hands you the gun. You're like, okay. And then you see yourself, and you're like all bucking in this badass tactical gear, and you're like, okay, this is all right. Fuck these zombies.
Very early on, I think the first exchange, we're looking around and we're kind of all looking around the mountain, the mansion, and zombies start popping out. And I got a little clip here.
So good.
Zombies
I fucking
start popping up. Yeah, it looks like it. There was some screaming there, followed by me getting scared.
The guy's like, sir, can you please not fall on the floor while you're playing? Thank you.
Yeah, I'll fucking try, bro. All right, got zombies jumping on me. What do you want from
It
me?
was so real.
And if you're watching the live stream or you're listening to the podcast version on this, hopefully by Friday or probably this weekend, I will have this live stream available for the public with all these clips infused into the stories with the audio. So it's, you'll get a full version of it. But dude, the game was so immersive. It was so fun. I think we played for 30 minutes. We were just, screaming and yelling.
I lost my voice.
He did.
Yeah.
I lost my voice the first day of the trip. It was crazy though, man. Like, remember when those doors kicked open and they obviously turned on those fans and you could feel the fucking wind blowing?
breeze.
Oh, it was crazy.
near the end of the game, Zell's like, we're playing. He's like, "What? One of my guns is broken. One of my guns is broken. I can't." He's got dual
wave
pistols.
after wave
And
of
he's-
zombies. They're getting more and more frequent, and you have to reload a lot faster and a lot more frequent.
So
Sounds like a bunch of excuses to me though.
the guy comes and takes Zell's gun. So Zell's down to one gun towards the end of the game.
It broke in half. It fell in half.
By itself.
It just fell in half.
We beat the
I
game.
don't know what happened.
We won.
And
we did win.
We're looking at this thing. We destroyed all the zombies.
I healed
Fucking
everybody with my hugs.
If you died, you're supposed to touch the other players to revive him. Andrew comes up, 2-handful hug. I got
Yeah,
you,
man.
man.
All you had to do is put your hand on the
I
shoulder.
was like a fucking dude. It was like a grade 8 dance. I like had my hands on your hip. Like, it's all gonna be okay.
I got you, bro. I
You're
got
gonna be
you.
okay.
Dude,
I got
so funny. And then so this ends at we take out the things. We're like, holy fuck, that was crazy. The guy brings Zell's gun and it's dangling in half, right? And he's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure he didn't say it in front of the guy. He was like, I think I clipped like guns with.
I
one
thought
of
I
the
hit
guys.
Braden or something.
Broke him. And it's funny because I thought I clipped someone too. I thought I felt like my gun hit someone, but I didn't know who it was. It was pandemonium. We're killing zombies
It was
left
the
and
end
right.
of the game.
And luckily, I filmed the entire thing. I had my camera set up. So I was curious to see if I could figure out when Zell broke his gun, and you see him, shooting his dual pistols,
Like a
being all
badass.
cool.
I felt
He's
so
straight up
fucking cool though.
aiming left and right, looking cool, back and front, over, and then he puts the guns to the hip and brings them up to reload, right? And right as he drops him to reload, he turns, and there must have been a zombie right on him, and he gets scared, and he goes, ah! And he just double whacks his guns together, breaking the left one in half, and then he proceeds to just go like, oh, my gun's not working. It's like dangling. Like, obviously it's not working.
I just yelled at the guy. The guy's like, just yell out James if something goes wrong. I was like, James, my gun's not working. And just dangling there, broke right in half.
Yeah, smashed it.
That's Jay's shoddy fucking craftsmanship here. I don't know.
It's
It just
trash,
fell
man.
apart.
I paid good
Fell
money for this
apart.
game.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
No, it was funny.
So the VR was amazing. It was excellent. I downloaded the trailer they made for us.
Yeah.
So they do this cool gameplay trailer where it's like they show you in the room and they show like what we are seeing in the VR. Again, just a fucking absolute
So
time.
fun.
Great time.
Worth it. It was super expensive after you took into exchange rate.
Oh,
It
really?
was like $180 or something.
Holy fuck. Really? For half an hour?
Or it's 40 minutes or whatever it was.
It was worth
It was
though. I had a
like 100%
blast.
worth it.
Yeah, that was really
Yeah.
cool.
So like that kind of set the tone for the afternoon. So we're feeling good. And the sun's out, man. Like I hadn't seen sun like that in so long. It was
was
hot.
summer.
We got on the patios, boys.
Yeah, we boom, like we're in Dominion. There's a couple breweries right down the road or bars. So we just hit the patios right away. Start having what ended up being the drink of the trip for me, Shiner Box. And I hadn't drinking beer in forever. And my God, man, these things were so fucking good.
They were going
I couldn't
down
stop
easy.
drinking
They taste
them.
very similar
so
to this
easy.
beer, Blue Buck by Phillips. Really,
Yeah.
like a delicious, like almost like craft beer almost. But
The trip almost ended there, boys. We almost got taken down by a couple succubuses. Oh, scary.
right.
That was terrifying.
I forgot about that.
That was weird.
That was
Never
weird.
will. That was super
A
weird.
weird exchange.
It was.
There was two ladies at a table across from us. One older, one younger. One was obviously older and like very done up.
Trying not to be older.
Trying not to be older, and then a younger one. And like I don't even remember how they kept looking over at her table. And I kind of remember being like, oh, that's kind of, and they're looking at us like we look haggard. We haven't slept in fucking 20 hours. Right?
Is there something on my shirt? Like I don't
Yeah.
understand here. What are you looking
yeah, what's
at?
going on here?
And I don't even remember how they started chatting us up, but they got some of the waiter asked something, and then they just chimed in with, "Oh, you guys aren't from here."
Well, the waiter asked
And-
like, "What are you guys doing here?" But because he knew we were Canadian or whatever. We're here. We have a podcast. We're doing like a little fan meet and greet. And then one thing led to another. It was super, super weird.
Yeah, I got cornered. It was scary. You guys did well. I didn't. I got cornered and I panicked. They're like, "Oh, what's your social media?" I'm like, or what's your Instagram? I don't have one.
You should, yeah, that's all.
Which I don't. It's perfect.
And the weirdest part about them talking to us is like, we later found out that it's a mother-daughter, which was
Yeah.
weird
And
because
it
I'm
was
like,
aggressive.
it did not seem like a mother-daughter. It was weird. So we actually we finished our drinks and we're like, yeah, we gotta go.
Yeah. Well,
and we
see
went
you
to the
later.
bar down.
We just went to the next bar down.
The next bar down. I was like, as we were sitting on the patio, I was like, oh, you know what? I get it. Like they're gonna walk past. This is gonna be so awkward. We're gonna be like, oh yeah.
Didn't trust those succubuses. Some
God, no.
seemed off.
Something was
Absolutely.
off up there.
They had murder house written
Yeah,
all over them.
They were giving me vampire vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was all.
So we're like, at this point in time, we're getting messages on Discord that there's a pop-up Rogan show.
And which is fucking infuriating.
So we
because
checked.
All we did before this was I was Googling, searching because I wanted to see Rogan. We knew we moved there. I want to see Rogan while we're there. There were no shows. And we were like a month out.
Yeah, we checked for a while.
Yeah. So the show's sold out. So we're like, well, maybe they'll have some tickets at the door for us. We'll kind of cruise that way. If not, whatever, we'll just go to bed. We're fucking, again, we haven't slept.
We haven't slept yet.
We haven't slept yet. We're getting over 24 hours, well over, probably closing in on 48 hours. Haven't slept. And so we're like, okay, well, let's go downtown. We'll kind of go by the Vulcan Gas Company and we'll grab a nice steak dinner. And then we know the show starts at 7:30. We'll saunter over there. So
we'll get there nice and early.
Yeah.
Nice and early. So we go to this, we find this steak place.
We're Googling.
We walk in, we
Googling all these steak places. Like, oh, man, they all look pretty fancy. Oh, there's one right here. Let's just check in. Let's just see. It can't be that expensive. I mean, like, we're in Texas. We're in like a, cattle country. It should, like, beef should be relatively cheap, I thought, in my mind.
Oh, man, this place was fancy schmancy. I remember, like, people walking in were kind of giving us side eyes. I was ready for it, too, because I was like, listen, like, this is our pretty woman moment. Like, we're going to walk in there looking all weird in our jean shorts and shit, and we're going to be like, give us your finest steak. Give us your finest steak. We want it. Didn't happen.
So the girl's like, we'll sit you outside, but there's a dress code, fellas, and
that ain't it.
Whatever you're wearing.
They nicely told us we looked like shit.
Yeah.
I had like my tourist backpack on, like fucking shorts, because it's summer for us. I haven't felt the sun in fucking 8 months. Backwards hat. We're all wearing t-shirts, short sleeves.
Loving it.
Like,
I think we looked at the menus for maybe 30 seconds.
Walked us out. We sat on the patio. No one's around. Like, the place is like quite busy, except for this like one section, which is like this.
Yeah, because we're in the scumbag section.
The scrubs.
There's nobody there.
The scrub
Just
section.
us by ourselves.
Yeah, we're the hobos sleep at night.
She's like, oh, I'll go get you some waters or whatever. She gives us the menus. We open it. We all just look at it for about 10 seconds. And we're like, the cheapest steak here is $75 US. It's like, this is a $100 steak. We're like,
That's the cheapest one.
close the menus, put them down, get up, walk out, okay, look down the street.
You guys wanted to bring the menus back, and I'm like, I can't.
I did. I collected like an asshole.
Suffer that embarrassment.
I went in there like an asshole, fucking being like, here you go, sir.
It's too expensive for us. It's too expensive.
You were right about us.
Yeah, we're scumbags.
Everything you thought about us was true.
But this is like, it's like 6:30, so it's like an hour before the show, and this ended up being a little bit of a blessing because we're like, well, let's just walk to the Vulcan right now.
Chick-fil-A.
Oh yeah, we got Chick-fil-A on the way. Fucking awesome.
Bomb.
Delicious.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A always slays. And then we just, it was on the way to the Vulcan Gas Company, so we just headed down to it. We're like an hour early. We're like, well, we'll see if the door's open. We get down there.
Well, Andrew said like, well, we should get there early because they might have sometimes they just leave a table or two just in case for like last minute, or if maybe the comedians had extra friends last minute they want to come. So yeah, we're like, okay, we'll wait. We walk up. There's like one guy outside. He's having a smoke. We're like, hey, sorry, any tickets? He goes, nah,
man.
Maybe check back when the door people get here.
That was after like four or five times of trying to prompt him, and he says, just for the first few words, nah, man. And then the boys had enough to like, fuck it, let's go. This guy's a dick. And then we made it like halfway down the road, and I'm like, no, we're fucking going back.
We're gonna park there.
We're parking there, and we're getting fucking tickets. This is bullshit. And you know what? I'm pretty happy I did that because I'm pretty sure me demanding to go back manifested my fucking remote viewing.
100%.
This is true. This is true. Do we have the clip of Andrew's audio of his remote viewing?
Oh, I closed that. I was wondering what that tab was.
Fucking classic.
I'll get it back.
I can talk us through it, or you want to?
So we're sitting there. Well, we're sitting there, and again, the bouncers come out. They're big timing us. Like, hobos are coming by, and they're like yelling in our faces. They're like, "You want to buy this bottle of wine?" And we're like, "No,
so like, we're good, thank you.
Like, don't hurt us, don't hurt us." So like, a couple of kind of sketchy homeless people came by and like yelled at us. And the bouncers were kind of laughing. I think they were laughing at us because we were making jokes about it. Like who wants to buy a bottle? Like, who's buying that?
Liquor store next door, man.
Yeah, like who's buying that from you? Like how good of a deal is this guy giving that someone's buying it from? So they're laughing at our
trying
banter.
To sell us a bottle of cooking cherry here, like,
and it's like 6:45. It's still quite a while, and we're standing there, and then this around the corner, this jacked guy, this Jack Reacher looking,
literally Johnny Bravo.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
Johnny
literally
Bravo.
Johnny Bravo.
That's right.
Johnny Bravo.
Just fucking pecking his way down the fucking street. He kind of stops in front of us. And then mind you, we had just had like numerous sketchy homeless people just like kind of stop and yell at us.
It's like, oh shit.
Yeah,
We
all
almost
of
got
that.
stabbed about 14 times.
He just stops and he just points at us. Just points at us. I literally
Step
like
back.
I took a big step back because I was like, well, hopefully this guy doesn't want to kill us for some reason. I don't know why.
I was ready to die.
He's just pointing at us. And he just stands there for like there's
a few second pause. And he's like,
that finger was hanging.
he went,
He had a dart hanging out of his mouth too. Like,
he's like, oh shit, it's you guys. And we're like, huh?
And he's like, it didn't even connect to me
right
that
away.
we may have people there that might want to see us. And this guy's like, alien theorists. Hey, we're like, oh shit, hey, man, like, all right, cool.
oh,
Like,
so
we
you
know
don't
this
want to beat us up? I was ready to grab my wallet and hand
take
it to
it,
him.
take
I'm
it,
like,
man.
take
Go
it,
on.
man. It's all yours, dude.
I had my pants half unbuttoned for him.
Yeah.
I was like, whatever you want. I was like, oh God. So this guy comes up and he's like, I'm a huge fan. I flew in from the UK.
like from the UK. He said he flew in from Heathrow. And we're like, isn't that in like fucking London? He's like, yeah, man. I'm like, holy shit. Okay.
Man, that's a distance for us. And it turns out he was just, needed to get away. Thought he'd come to Austin for a week, kind of kill two birds with one stone. And he's going, oh, you guys are waiting for a Joe Rogan show? We're like, yeah, they're sold out. Meanwhile, as he's like hyping, getting excited, you can see the bouncers being like,
doing a little,
they're kind of talking. They're like,
head
I can
nods.
tell like one guy's like, who are these guys? Who are these guys? And right after that, someone comes out and he's like, hey, I got table for four. Just one left.
he just came out and he's like, you guys got tickets? We're like, no, we're hoping like there might be like some last minute tables we could maybe scoop up. He's like, yeah, I got a table for you. $120. And we're like, oh, fuck, each? And all of us were like,
Yeah, but we're ready to pay.
We're ready to pay. I was like, oh, fuck it, we're here. 120, whatever. And he's like, no, for the table for four. And we're like, oh, for four? And we're like, what? Jason, you want to come to the Rogan show? He's like, yeah.
Dude, that made me so happy that the fact that like that situation played that out that way, because fuck, it was cool. Like perfectly comes around the corner, says hi. It's like, hey, literally 2 minutes later, we're like, you want to come to Rogan with us? He's like, what? Like both the things he wanted to do, he got to knock out in the first.
Well,
in the first evening.
it took the onus off us. It's like, listen, okay, at least this guy gets to see a real celebrity.
Yeah.
Like, he just got to see us. Now he gets to see somebody actually fucking talented. Perfect.
Do you have his Andrew's prediction up?
Well, I have the video up. I didn't want to play that because I wasn't sure exactly where the audio was, but did Andrew go last in that series of events?
No,
Yes.
Dan went last.
No, Dan went last.
Okay, here, well, we'll shuffle through on the live stream. I'll edit out this part for post, but let's see what it says here. Okay, here's Andrew's prediction.
Andrew,
All right.
clear your mind.
It's going to be tough because my mind's never clear.
All right, here's his
Your
prediction.
mind is an empty rice bowl. Your brain is black.
All right.
No images are projected. Send yourself down to Austin, Texas, and let me know what you see.
See a sidewalk.
Nice.
I see that the sun's shining.
Perfect.
Bright, glary. See a shadow kind of coming towards us.
Fuck.
As it gets closer, kind of make it out. It's about as tall as it is wide.
Oh, fuck.
And as it gets closer, it's very, there's just a lot of glare. It gets a little closer, and it's turns out it's a man, muscular man, tattoos. He comes up to me and he says, "Hey, man, I love your shit. You want to do some jujitsu sometime?" It turns out it's Joe Rogan, and we become best friends.
Oh, shit.
It's in the cards, boys.
All right.
Listen,
Hey, you know what?
Listen, I conflated Jason and Joe Rogan in my fucking remote viewing.
A remote viewing is between 20 and 80% accurate, and I think you're right in that wheelhouse, buddy.
Dude, and like if you look at that, Jason is a thick motherfucker. Guy is jacked.
Literally
he is as
wide
thick.
as he
Think
is
of
tall.
a professional rugby player, like the best of the best. That's what he looks like.
Dude, he's shaped like fucking Johnny Bravo.
Yeah, he's
literally like he's fucking huge.
And as he walks around, he's so goddamn handsome that there's just shining. You can't really look at it. It's like a bright light. You can't just look at him.
That was that was the sunniest day there was when we were there too.
Yeah, so it
the
wasn't
nicest
quite
day.
sunny then, but it was sunny
But it
that
was.
day. Definitely.
So then we see Jason. We go in to Joe Rogan
Jason
with
does
him.
love our shit.
He does love us.
Jason
He
loves our
said
shit.
he loves our shit.
And we became great friends with
We
Jason.
did. 100%.
Right?
That's fucking pretty good.
That is pretty fucking
can't-
close.
Well, I'm not wearing this belt on my fucking shoulder for no reason, boys.
I'm gonna say that was 70% accurate. That's right that's like almost at the pinnacle of remote viewing. So I think that's pretty damn good.
It's amazing because this whole time I always thought it was just CTE, but no, it's not. It's fucking remote
Turns
viewing,
out.
boys.
Yeah.
All right, that's all it was. Just on a different plane.
Yeah, it turns out it's ESP.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Your acronym's all fucked
Forgot
up.
the end.
So that's pretty fucking good. So we get into Joe Rogan, $120 for the table. So it was Joe Rogan, Tony Hinchcliffe,
Amazing.
Ron White, another dude, I don't remember who it was.
Hans Kim.
Was that the first guy? There was an opener, a second opener, and then like 4 headliners, but I don't remember the fourth headliner, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, the craziest part about that, like Hinchcliffe killed it, obviously,
So
but
good.
like Rogan is obviously working out material for a new special.
100%.
Because, dude, he did like an hour and 45 minutes.
We did like an hour and 15 of his set, and then he was on stage for half an hour taking questions and joking around and just fucking around with the crowd.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was awesome. Like we had to lock up our phones and everything. It was
Like
really
I've never
cool.
really been to like a pro comedy show. Like I've been to some touring shows in Kelowna, but we don't really get like the big world-class headliners. And you got 3 back to back to back. Ron White, Tony Hinchcliffe, and Rogan. I mean, Joe Rogan, I never really enjoyed his stand-ups too much, but anything live is just so much better.
Well, he's so expressive, right? Like a lot of his humor is like his fucking facial expressions and what he's running around the stage and shit like that. And like seeing it in person, you grasp it so much more. Like it was great.
He was great.
It was
Hinchcliffe though, is the hands down the funniest person on earth.
Murdered everybody.
He's so fucking funny, man.
And because like the best part about it's like we locked up our phones. They talked shit about everything.
Yeah, you had what were those? They called the case something. I don't remember what they call them, but yeah, you go in, you put your phone in a case,
and it like magnet.
and it has like a security tag lock. Like you have to put it on the machine. It locks. If you need to use your phone, you go outside. They'll unlock it for you. You can use it no problem, but you lock it back up, which I think is a fucking awesome idea for small shows. It'd be hard to do on like a mass scale like that, but.
Yeah, it'd be a pain in the ass.
But like,
imagine doing that like a concert.
Because there's like 250 people there probably?
Yeah.
If that.
After the show, after the show's over, I'm like, Jason, come with me. We walk upstairs. We kind of just slip past the secure stairwell up to the kind of the VIP. We go there and there's like the back room. We're like, hey, can we get back there, say hi to Joe, give him a business card? And the guy's like, sorry, no, we're not allowed anyone. I'm like, well, what if I just walk there? I'm like, this guy here's my bouncer. And he's like, the guy's like, well, he's way bigger than us, so please don't.
Just don't
Please.
do it.
Don't. And we're like, I was like, okay. So like, I was like, let's go. There's a private balcony. So me and Jason went to the private balcony. We're just sitting there. We're like, well, hopefully someone comes up for a smoke. We can say hi.
You're
or something.
literally walking around the top of this fucking comedy club with Brock Sampson.
Yeah.
And nobody's
Yeah.
saying shit to you.
No one's saying shit. So we're sitting out there, and then we're just, he's having a smoke. We're having a drink. Dude, we drank so fucking much at this comedy show. I was fucking
Well, Jason was
wasted.
buying us triple whiskeys.
Oh my God. He's trying to
trying to
fucking
kill
kill
us.
me. He was trying to kill
Andrew
me.
was knocking his drinks off the table on purpose so he didn't have to drink them.
I was not.
And-
That was fucking Mr. Texas.
Oh, that's right.
Trying
We
to
did-
infringing on my $20 waters.
We did see a couple other
and
theories
making
there.
short jokes.
So
ready to
me and
toss 'em.
Jason, me and Jason are up on the balcony. We're kind of sitting there, and then a security guard comes out and he's like, "Oh shit, what are you guys doing out here? You can't be up here. You have to go." And then he like looks at Jason. He's like, "Please, please." He's like, "Or don't if you don't want to. I'm not going to tell you to do anything you don't want to do. And then he's like, would you like a joint? Like gives me a joint. I'm like, all right, sure. I'm like, yeah, we'll just smoke and go, man. We're just shitting the shit. So he's like, okay, please. Yeah. If you wouldn't mind, we have to clear you out. I was like, all right. So we go outside and then you guys are like with another dude, like a random dude. And we should have shouted. Mr. Texas was at the show too. Met Mr. Texas who weaseled a table right beside us.
Attaboy.
Which was awesome. But we go out, Mr. Texas is gone, Jason's down, and all of a sudden there's just another guy.
Well, no, it was Jason's friend.
We thought it was
friend,
Jason's
Which we
friend.
all assumed.
Well, you guys also came out with that joint. And I specifically said before that night, I said, no matter what, don't let me smoke. Don't let me share joints. I can't ping COVID positive on the way home. I know if they're presented to me, I'm just going to reach out and I'm going to grab it and I'm going to smoke it. I'm not even going to think twice about it. And what did I do? First thing, you guys want some weed? All right. Smoke the whole thing. Stupid.
So now it's like the four of us, we head to this other bar to go get some drinks. 5 of us.
And at this point in time, all I've had to fucking eat was a Phoebe's fucking brisket omelet at whatever.
And
at
a
6
Chick-fil-A.
a.m. in a Chick-fil-A, Les Rap Chick-fil-A. I am fucking starving.
Dude, and we're like, I'm talking Mitro drunk, like on the teeter and on blackout.
Oh yeah. I couldn't have any more drinks.
And so we go to this bar and we're like, these guys are like, we got to go. It's like, okay, hey, Jason's buddy.
Boy, dude, you're skipped like this. You're missing. Fucking.
I don't remember.
We're almost at blackout here.
So we're trying to hit a bar, and I'm like, we have to find food. We got to find
Shawarmas.
food. Jason's good buddy. Jason's good friend. You know, Jason came all the way here from England, but he's got a friend with him that he knows, obviously.
That's what we thought.
Puts his arm around my shoulder and he's like, hey, bud, I got you. Hey, buddy, hey, let's go get some food. I got you, buddy.
Howdy.
Like, come on.
Howdy.
I'm like, okay, man. Like, I was like, you know where to get food? He's like, yeah, I'm local. I'll take you to get some food. I'm like, perfect. We start strolling. We start looking for food and I'm looking behind me and I'm like, where the fuck are my friends? What is happening here? Right? And you know, this guy's like arms around my shoulder and I kind of just like slithered out of it being like, what the fuck? Where am I? Like massive stranger danger is like shooting my head. I'm lost in Texas with this random guy. I have no idea where we are. You motherfuckers come wrapping around a corner and I'm like, thank fucking God. This random guy looks super disappointed. I don't know why, but I'm like, my friends, yay. So we all go upstairs and grab some drinks. We finish our drinks. Say our bye to Jason. We say, hey, Jason's friend. It was so nice meeting. Jason's like, what do you, this is my friend.
I don't know.
I thought this was your friend.
I thought he was with you.
You're like, what? Who the fuck is this guy?
He's a nice guy. Seemed nice.
Like, yeah, until he fucking roofied you and tried to bang you and you're just trying to get some chicken fingers. The guy scared me.
It's a good thing I turned down his drink.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what became a theme for us is we deked out at midnight. Now, again, we had a little bit of shawarma. We get back to the Airbnb and you know what it is. Like the boys love some American fast food. So we jump on that Uber Eats or we're like, what do we want? Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box is down the road.
Night Jack in the Box, bro. It's going to be a delicious.
Literally like, what, like 5 kilometers away?
It's not far. It
No,
should take
not
10
even.
minutes to get there.
Put in our order, pay for it. Estimated time of arrival, 2.5 hours.
Well, it would start like, estimated time, 45 minutes. Estimated time, hour and 20 minutes. Estimated time, 2 hours and 45 minutes. We're like, what the
Order
fuck?
canceled. Restarting order.
So
Like, what?
was it that night or the next night that one time the order said delivered and it just never came?
That was the next night.
Fuck.
But you know, whatever. Jack in the Box never showed up.
Never got. So we went to
First
bed
thing.
hungry.
Went to bed. Fucking, you boys hadn't eaten. We hadn't slept in fucking forever. Wasted. Go to bed.
Sleeping fully clothed. Conk the fuck out.
Yeah. Day one.
Well, yeah. By the time we finished that day and waited for the food that never came, it was almost 3 a.m. Day one. So we slept for like, I don't know, we got 5 hours or something. Maybe. Woke up. These motherfuckers are saying, "Hey man, we got to go to the gym. Fuck.
Gotta go.
We got to go to the gym.
We gotta go.
Nope, I'm not going. I'm not going to start going to the gym on holidays. There's no fucking chance. I'm
That
not
makes
coming.
sense.
I'll go for a run. I brought my shoes. I was like, I'll go check out the neighborhood. I'll go for a quick run. These motherfuckers try and find a gym and try and scam them out of a free week or something. What'd you guys do?
Well, there was this is fucking. It's so embarrassing.
So stupid.
The closest gym was just down the road. I don't even remember the fucking name of this fucking place. But we get
Castle Hill Fitness.
Castle Hill Fitness. It's basically a lady fit. When you get there, it's you go in there. We walk in and we're like, all right, like we're kind of getting some weird looks when we get in there. And we're like, can we just get a day? Like, there was a 7-day free trial, but we were, mind you, like, I'm so hungover, so hungover,
sweating. My phone, like, your mouth's dry, and you're about 25 minutes into this sales pitch, and you're like, can I just fucking pay you money to work out here, please? Like, please, like, can you shut the fuck up? I'm sorry, like, I can't listen to you anymore.
So we go in there, we pay the $25. Like, we go in the back. There's just a big.
It's an
room.
expensive
like,
drop in.
Again, $25.
US.
American.
You paid $32 to go to that gym.
And we go in there. There's not a lot of equipment. Again, it's basically like a ladies like Zumba fitness thing.
Literally, there's nothing there. But there was one squat rack, and I think we went over fucking 225. We put 225 on the bar, and like everyone stopped. And like one of the people that worked there was like, you guys need to be careful. You need to be careful with that weight, and you need to put collars on it right now.
So needless to say, like it was so fucking awkward the whole time.
It was awful.
God awful. And like just like deathly hungover, right? Like we shouldn't have been there. We shouldn't have been there. We jumped in the tail end of a Zumba class. We're in the back, right? Whatever.
For a few cows.
Yeah. We're all off beat compared to everyone. I was killing it, but
I was off beat. I'm fucking 2 left feet.
Then we got the fuck out of there. Like, you're like, hey, this is enough.
We grabbed a couple percolators and got the fuck out of there.
Percolators.
Juice land.
Oh yeah.
Meet Zell back at the place, and he's like, yo, boys, Uncle Slam is coming to pick us up, take us to the gun range.
Well, before that, I went for a short run, and I got to say, I found Uncle Phil's house.
You watched fucking Jazzy Jeff get tossed from the front porch.
Legit.
Like, that was
I went for just a short run, like a 20-minute run around the neighborhood, which is, it looks like Hollywood. Like, there's these giant fucking houses, and you know people are rich when they got like 6 landscapers working on their gardens. So I'm running around, and I see, it says like a 3 or 4 acre flat parcel of land, and right in the middle looks like a mini White House. Like, just big white pillars out front, huge, like, it's like 3 stories. There's like 80 windows. It's like, whose house is this? I'm guessing it's the mayor's. Had to have been. Who else lives like that? I didn't look close enough. There's probably fucking armed guards on the roof.
Oh, probably.
But yeah, that was the day a great member of the community, Uncle Slam on Discord, said he would take us to the Texas gun range.
Oh, fucking, this guy's a beauty. And I didn't, he said in the chat, I didn't realize his first encounter with us, we're all shirtless.
Yeah, glistening shirtless, boys. Get a little sun.
Guts out, just like, just so hungover, sweating. He pulls in with just a fucking arsenal.
Hey, before we get into that, boys, take a quick little beer
All right,
break
before we
here.
talk about the gun range, we'll take a quick beer break. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Man, that sunset is gorgeous.
Grill, patio, sunset. Hard to get better than that. Unless you're browsing Carvana's inventory while you soak it all in.
Oh, burger time.
So sit back, get comfortable. Carvana's got thousands of cars under $20,000 just waiting for you.
I could stay here forever.
Carvana, where car buying meets comfort, meets convenience. Download the app or visit Carvana.com today. The comfort of your favorite seat is now your comfy car selling command center, thanks to Carvana.
It doesn't get any better than this.
Your favorite seat's the best spot in the house. Make it even better by entering your license plate or VIN and getting a real offer in minutes.
There really is no place like home.
And speaking of home, Carvana will pick up your car from yours after you finalize your offer. Visit Carvana.com or download the app and sell your car from your comfy place.
We're back.
We're back. Yeah, so Uncle Slam picks us up. He was so kind as to pick us
Legend.
up. Drove us a fucking hour out of town.
Well, first he
go
drove
to
out
a
of his
gun
way
range.
from like San Antonio, or somewhere close outside of it, just outside maybe. Drove all the way up to Austin, picked us up, drove us out to the gun range. and after the gun range drove us back and then drove home. What a big day for him.
Guys, a
Big day for him, but goddamn, that was a fun gun range. We get there.
Wild.
We went to Lone Star Gun Range, which was like 40 minutes outside Austin, and we're in Texas. Now it
boys.
felt like we're in Texas.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. We get there. I was looking the part, boys. I mean, I had the fucking
The kickers.
cowboy boots on. They didn't even look funny. I looked like I was fucking from Texas.
You look like you belonged there until you spoke.
Then they're like, yeah, this guy's definitely a liberal cuck.
Yep.
We rented a 22 because they had a 22 steel shot.
Range, yeah.
Steel range. So that was cool. And these guys beside us were shooting like souped up guns.
They were shooting
guns.
Call of Duty guns, but they were 22s. So I just
With suppressors.
kind of wandered over. I was like, "What's up, guys? Like, what are you guys shooting?" They're like, "Oh, this fucking thing's a such and such tactical stock suppressed red dot sight, blah blah blah." I was like, "Awesome." He's like, "You want to shoot it?" I was like, "Yes, I would like to. I would love to shoot that gun." It was like a fucking pistol with a suppressor with subsonic ammunition. So it was like zero recoil, and it didn't crack. It just sounded like almost like a BB gun, but it felt so cool to shoot.
It was pew 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 pew.
But we did rent the 30 or the lever.
I will say that with that fucking 22 we were shooting, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, and I was hitting.
He's a
fucking metal
natural.
boys. That's it.
Yeah, rented a lever action 22, held like, I don't know, 15 rounds or something. So we warmed up with that one. Started on the steel range, took a few videos, and then we walked back to the truck. Uncle Slam opens the Tacoma tailgate, unveils an arsenal.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, the fucking metal music starts shredding in the background. He opens up the case. He's got some type of M4 variant, like military rifle, 30-round magazines. He's got 9mm handguns. He's got, what was that little 5-shooter?
38
special. He brings, even just for, I think just to show us how cool he was, he even brought his like military armored plated vest.
His plate armor and stuff.
Yeah.
So we carry that all to the range, and we proceed just to
fuck shit up.
Dude,
so fun.
I'd never shot that style of like assault rifle. It was so fun. Like just hold. It's like like it's a COD gun, man. It looks, it's like a loadout gun.
I shot an SKS before,
fun.
10 rounds. Which is similar. You can get them like the kit to make them look like that, but it's not the same gun. And this one was like legit. Like I was playing Call of Duty, but there was a real weapon of war in my hands.
Yeah, dude, watching you shoot off 30 real quick, that was pretty badass. Like you were just,
dude, you were fucking in your element. It was real life COD.
I felt like I knew what I was doing, even though I didn't.
We kept joking that the ghost back at our place was in trouble.
Fuck you guys.
The whole time we're like, oh, he's dead. He's dead now. He's dead now. But it was cool just going and shooting the 9mm and stuff. And then the 38 special was fun to shoot.
Felt cool.
It was my favorite.
Yeah, cool kick, like really kick in your hand.
It was weird to have to pull the trigger like so far. Fire. You're like,
I'm pretty sure that gun, it's like the only way to properly shoot it is in the Axel Foley stance.
Yeah,
that was great.
You did full 5 rounds in the squat stance.
Yeah, the Axel Foley. Perfect.
It was.
I must have hit target every time.
I think you did.
Actually, I think.
You have a video of that?
Oh yeah, here we go. I got a video. This is Zell dumping, and if you wait till this weekend, I'll re-upload this with all the audio and stuff.
Just me, just rapid firing this gun to max. I think my stance looks pretty good. I gotta say,
you look like a badass.
Look at that little gut.
Shaking out
the
there.
fucking
little dad bod.
Purple hat and
look
blue
at that
glasses.
face. Look at that face. He is happy to be. Someone's happy to be there.
I was like, is that 30? It didn't feel like 30, but it was. We went and counted after. That was dope.
Can't remember what I just said there, but yeah, that was fucking
That was a time.
Dude. And then, dude, so we go back into the gun range or the office after we're done. We're checking everything in. And we're like, oh, they got some cool t-shirts and stuff. So I'm like, we're looking at t-shirts. And this guy who looks like
He's a mercenary.
like a fucking mercenary. He's got the vest. He's packing. He, he's wearing the dark glasses and stuff.
MAGA sticker on his truck too.
Yeah. We're looking at the t-shirts and he goes, yeah, that's the same one I'm wearing. You know, if you'd like, I could take off my vest and show it to you. And I went, yeah, that'd be great. Take off that vest. Give me a spin. And he just
stone-faced, dead-eyed stared you.
Put his hand on his hip and he's like, what? And I went,
you say, boy?
I'll take a shirt.
I'll take a shirt.
I'll take a shirt. That one, please. Yeah. Throw it in the bag. It's all good. And I was like, ooh. Yeah, there's definitely some tension. I was like, do not make any kind of...
Dude, that guy also yelled at me after that. Well, he didn't yell. Like, I went up to their like a map with pins from around the world. And I was looking. He's like, if you're going to take a pin, take it from California. I was like, they really don't like people from California around here, I guess. Too many people move there or something?
Like honestly, it was such a fun day at the range. I was like, well, this is the peak of the day. And then it got better because Uncle Slam took us to
Texas brisket.
A little bit further. Some more brisket at Black's, which is one of the oldest, if not the oldest barbecues in Texas. Straight up Roadhouse. We made the joke that while we were sitting there was just the four of us in there. And I was like, I think we should start a bar fight in here just
fight each other. We just throw each other over the table because it felt like we should.
We get up to the like whatever the fucking meat line, and the girl's like, I was intimidated because I didn't know what to order. So Zell ordered moist brisket, and so I ordered the same. And then I think Zell, you were like, is this good? She's like, best in Texas. And she looked at me. She went, boy, you're not going to know where the tongue ends and the brisket begins. And I was like,
kind of disturbing. I don't know.
I don't know if that's good, but I like the cut of your jib, lady.
I think we all got. I think we all just got a half pound of moist brisket. Moist brisket.
Yeah. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
And I'll take four Shiner box.
4 Shiner box, a couple of moist briskets. Fucking delicious. So good.
Slam didn't finish his though. And you guys were just, I could see you just like.
Yeah, we ate the rest.
You going to finish that?
We clean up crew here.
Slam knew us. He could have finished. He could have finished the brisket. He's such a good guy. He was looking at us. He's like, I better leave
these boys.
A quarter pound for these boys to suck back. This stuff was so good. I love me some moist brisket.
You know what? That's a great style of restaurant. You know how much money you'd save not having any servers? You walk in, you pick your side, you pick the second side, you pick your cut, you pick your drink, you pay, you sit down. They give you, I don't know why they still use styrofoam, but they give you styrofoam plates and cups.
They're big on styrofoam.
Yeah, it was weird. I haven't seen styrofoam in quite a while.
And not recycling.
Trash it.
Never. You guys got recycling? What the fuck are you talking about?
Sorry.
I'm Canadian.
You from California? Dude, it was fucking phenomenal. The whole way home though, like Uncle Sam was driving us back full of brisket. I was head bobbing the whole way back. I was like, oh, brisket, beer, long day after a long night.
It's those long, straight Texas highways.
Oh, buddy, what about the fucking Hot Wheels track?
Oh yeah, we got to mention this. So for some reason in Texas, from what we witnessed, they build like a normal overpass, like you're with your 18 feet of clearance for like the biggest of trucks. And then for some reason, they decided to build an overpass at 80 feet above that.
Yeah, the biggest flyover you've ever seen in your life.
Ever. Like, why?
No rails.
In the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, it looks like a Hot Wheels track. Literally looks like a Hot Wheels track.
I was like, okay, you have an 18-foot headroom here. There was no reason to have triple that at the next overpass. Why can't you do it the same? Slam's just like, I don't know, just build it like that. Looks cool, I guess.
Well, everything's bigger in Texas, man.
Yeah.
It does look cool. They give them that.
So yeah, it was awesome. And we can't thank Uncle Slam enough.
Legend.
That was such a absolute legend. I'm not going to forget that anytime soon. So then we are
We regroup and we decide we're going
Yeah.
to a bar called Cidercade, which is you pay a cover. It has like just a whole bunch of like old arcade games, and
Except for it doesn't have Turtles in Time.
Simpson-
that was
or The
fucking
Simpsons.
ridiculous.
they had a lot.
Yeah, they had a lot of games. Buck Hunter was fun and stuff. And this is where, we met up with some beauties. We met the meme king himself, Burmeister, for the first time. Dude, huge fucking teddy bear, that guy. I wasn't expecting him to be so big. He's humongous. He's like 6'4". He's way bigger than me.
Big boy.
Big human.
Right? I couldn't believe it. I was like, when you finally see people and you're like, oh, you don't look like what I had pictured in my head.
Well, I've seen him before. We've seen him on
absolute beauty.
camera before, but I've never seen him in person.
Yeah.
I've
never seen him in
looked
person.
up. Oh shit! Oh shit! You're towering.
Chris from Denver was there. We had Matt and Alex.
This was kind of an impromptu. This wasn't planned. It was just like we're going here. If you want to come, we'll be there.
We got to witness some professional DDR.
Yep, we did.
Oh, dude, that guy was sweating his
Killing it,
bag
bro.
off.
His toupee
Yeah.
was half hanging off his fucking head. He had to
And
keep
he's just-
adjusting it.
He looked like one of those river dancers going on that thing.
Dude. Well, he was holding on to the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just giving her with his feet. All gas, no brakes.
The only thing with the cider place was the games were fun. Like, it was fun
No
playing
beer.
video games, but like no
Not
beer,
even like
just
a-
ciders.
But yeah, you get seltzer though.
You get seltzer.
Thank God.
Yeah, they were good.
Seltzer, that's what we got. I only got one cider and a bunch of seltzers.
Oh, dude, the fucking wings. Oh my
Oh,
God.
they had like a smoked barbecue wing there, which was
Oh, and they were the size of your fist.
don't look back at that bill after the conversion.
Oh, really?
Burmeister reminded me, he was like, there was an aircraft game there, the one that was
Like
kinda by where
Afterburner or whatever.
Afterburner,
Oh,
you
yeah.
sit in, but like the joystick was broken, so you can't really control it. It's like a fully immersive screen one, and it just like your plane just starts going crazy. So it's like
the vertigo machine.
I had to get out of there. I was like, oh my God. And then it's like literally every single person that would go in and be like, Andrew be like, oh, I'm gonna give it a whirl. Zell be like, oh, I'm gonna go give it a whirl. Everyone's like, comes out, they're like,
I played for like
what's
2
going-"
minutes. It's like, there's no way. This is insane.
Yeah, Jason showed up again. Like, it was a good time. We just fucked around, played some games and stuff. It was a good time. Again, a second night where we're like,
We'll take it.
we're just gonna go play some video
take it
games.
easy.
Shut her down. Low energy. Like,
We still got
Got
three
nothing
more
left in
nights.
us.
We still got 3 more nights.
3 more nights. We're gonna call this an early night. Someone's like, you guys want to go to another bar? We're like, hell yeah.
There's an awesome place called Rainy Street where they turned all the houses
Yeah,
into
so-
bars, kind of like New Orleans. And I was like,
I'm like, oh, fuck it.
sounds pretty good.
Get a couple of Ubers. I think it was like me, Andrew, Jason. Was it just us 4 in that
And
one?
Burmeister was in there too.
Yeah.
Oh, I took
Jason Burmeister.
I got a ride from mind blank. The couple.
Classic.
The couple.
Classic
The
Zell.
couple.
Alex and Matt.
Yeah, yeah.
Matt. Alex and
And
Matt.
first off, our driver was from Winnipeg. So
Beauty.
we had some Canadian ties. He just started rocking whatever the fuck we wanted to, max volume. We were just partying on the way to Rainy Street.
That thing was shaking.
Oh yeah, we were fucking grooving hard. It was top 5 Ubers I've ever been on in my life.
I missed out.
Pretty fun. Yeah, you missed out. We get to Rainy Street. Rainy Street's fucking cool.
Oh, I've never seen anything like that before.
No, yeah, all it's just like old houses on a street that have now all converted into like cool trendy bars.
And they've all like nightclubs, though.
Yeah.
Like not just
Yeah.
bars, like nightclubs, and they still look like houses.
Cool. Really
Yeah.
cool.
So we get there. I need to preface this a little bit. The second we get there, Jason grabs Chris from Denver under his wings to do some fucking shots at the bar. When we'll get back to what happened to that later on. But dude, it was such a fun time at Rainy Street. Yeah, we met this giant guy Abdul punched that chick in the face by accident.
I would just
Burmeister's trying to get him to do the
Will and Jazz,
Yeah.
handshake.
and it gets him to do it. They fuck it up the first time. Redo it. Do it a second time. Buddy just punches the backhands the shit.
Oh, that's like Batman 89 where he just fucking back punches that dude in the face.
Hits this girl in the face, and her boyfriend's like upset for a second, and then realizes how big this Abdul guy is, and he was
6'5" and
like
built.
He's just like, oh,
okay, I'm just gonna.
Right, you can punch her again if you want.
Yeah,
I don't appreciate it, but if you want to do it again, like, no big deal.
Dude, and then we're just drinking beers, we're having a good time. There's music playing, we're meeting people, we're just shooting the shit and stuff. And then this girl comes up to Zell. She's like,
"Oh my god,
hey, listen, and we can't say all the things she said on the podcast because
you can't.
If you thought Joe Rogan was getting canceled."
Hey, listen, this girl looked at Zell and she went, blonde hair, blue eyes, my Fuhrer.
Yeah, dude. Like, she scouted out the perfect Aryan in this building. She's like, this is the vision. This is what we want.
Dude,
she wanted to
I
procreate.
can't remember exactly what she was saying to me, but she was like an ex-cop. So she says, what was her?
That's a good
Do you remember
thing.
her name?
X.
No, Carlos or something.
Something like Carl, but like it wasn't Carlos, I don't think. But like
She literally like was having this in-depth conversation, which had no idea the depths of this conversation she was having with him, because I was talking with two other people. I was talking to Abdul and this other lady, and then she walked up to me and Abdul and like made it like a fake air gun and shot us both with it.
Yep.
And then went back to talk to Zell, and I'm like, okay, like,
yeah, it went down the lines of like, do you want to join a group of people who doesn't like other groups of people? And I was like, what's going on here?
I like the cut of your jib. You want to join our gang?
Pretty much.
Of only white people.
Like, I like you.
Super sketchy.
I like you. I was like, okay. And then she fell asleep at the bar. You remember that?
Yeah.
She sat down. She was still kind of like trying to hang around us for whatever reason. And then she just fell asleep on the bar, and the bouncer comes up. He's like, I got to ask your friend. Like, oh, she's not our friend.
no, God, no, she's not a friend.
She's sleeping. I think you should probably just grab her and just wheel her out of here. Let's get her gone. So they actually did like shut her out. I was like, oh fuck, thank God. It's just fucking insane.
Meanwhile, as this girl's falling asleep, I notice
Chris from Denver died.
Our old buddy Chris from Denver.
Passed out.
He's
literally passed out in a pile of Jenga.
Yeah.
There was big. There was
Jenga
2x4 Jenga on the tables.
So I kind of like shaking him. Like, hey, Chris, can you wake up? I could just
Rally, buddy.
He's like, oh, what's going on? And I'm like, dude, you need to like tell me where you're staying, or like give me your phone and unlock it, because we got to get you an Uber, brother. It's time for you to go. Like, you're done. And he's just like barely move. Kind of gives me his phone. I'm like, unlock it. So I'm unlocking it, going to his Uber. I'm like, is this where you're staying? Is this where you're staying? And he's like, yeah. So we get him an Uber, right? And I'm like, okay, I'll get him a water. Go get him a water. And me and Andrew fucking basically weekend at Bernie's him down the road.
Literally.
We're like, see you guys later. Shaking his hand.
When we got in the cab, the Uber driver was like, is this person going to be okay? And I like literally like grabbed his jaw, like, do not pass go. Do not, like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm good.
The best part is, so
I will not puke.
We walked Chris down the street. Chris is beauty. We made sure we could tell the story. He's sitting down the street, and I'm like, brother, you good? You good? Like, drink your water. He's like, yeah, I'm all good. So we're just kind of waiting by the street for the Uber, right? And it's fucking nightclubs. There's people everywhere. It's a fucking party town. Uber's around the block. It's 2 minutes away. Andrew goes, hey, man, how far is Uber? I'm like, 2 minutes out. He's like, all right, we got to perk this guy up. I'm like, yeah, all right, let's perk him up. We turn around. He's just hurling on the side.
We had to jump out of the way.
Just projectile. We're like, fuck, right? We got to put this guy in an Uber. So I'm like, okay, fuck, I'll go with him. I'll Uber to his hotel with him. Somewhere like we weekend at Bernie's him into the car, into the Uber, right? Like, yeah, good. And she's looking at him. She's like, is this guy okay? Is he good? And I'm like, Chris, you good? And he's like rolling down the window to hang his head out. And I'm like, yeah, I think he's good, man. I think he's good. And he's like, yeah, I'm good. Like, you can tell, just he's not good. He's not good. You just like take one look at him, you're like, he's not good. And then the girl goes, all right, listen, if you get him a bag, I'll take him. And I'm like, all right. So I go, there's like a little food vendor. I walk to the food vendor. I'm like, hey man, can I just have a bag? He's like, no. I'm like, my buddy's in that Uber. He looks at the Uber and Chris's head is just like hanging out the window. He's like, all right. Gives me a bag. I give it to Chris. Chris literally just puts his whole head in the bag. And I'm like, dude, are you good? Are you good? Are you good to go now? He just goes, yeah. I'm like, all right, good enough for me.
See you later.
Shut the door, like, spank the back. He did survive, by the way.
He did. We checked in.
But he was 100% weekend at Bernie's. He was a lifeless body.
Yeah. So then, that pretty much ended the night. Everyone got a little too drunk, so we just
yes.
Well, our night did not end. Our night actually got pretty exciting.
So everyone got an Uber out of there.
What did we do?
We order an Uber.
Oh yes.
Little did we know we were becoming billionaires.
A minivan shows up, like a fucking Dodge. What's like a Dodge Caravan or the like.
Yeah, champagne colored, like that's fucking fine piece of automobile.
We get in the car. The driver immediately looks a little suspect. Like, he's acting a little weird.
Yeah, he's
twitchy.
Black Doc Brown.
Still twitchy,
very twitchy.
white curly hair. You're like, something's not right with this dude. But, dude.
I literally, like this, I swear to God, because he, like, within minutes, he starts ranting. And like there's Wendy's bags flying around the place, and
he's throwing shit.
I looked like Braden. I'm doing everything humanly possible not to laugh. Like I'm like heaving. I'm just trying so hard not to laugh.
He's driving, and then he's looking. He's not looking anymore while he's driving.
No, he's looking back at us the whole time.
And he's opening his glove box and his side console, and he's pulling everything out. He's looking for some papers because he is the owner or inventor of this new company, FYC, who can predict your future judging by your birthday or your parents' birthday or both.
He can predict your most successful day on Earth.
That was it.
That's all right.
But judge it by your birthday or your parents' birthday or something like that.
Dude, I remember looking at Braden and being like, you need to record this right now. Like, you got to turn this on right now.
Dude, he was literally screaming at us, 29 plus 3 it's 1 is 32. Like, and you were just like, okay, all right.
I couldn't breathe, man.
Do you have some of the audio? I mean, we took a lot of audio, and when you watch this back, when I release the re-edited live stream version, I'll have the highlights of this. But let's play a little bit so we can get it. And this is unedited, so the audio quality is going to be bad.
Sometime in this Uber ride, he just stops in the middle of the road and he starts ranting at us.
Not just stops, not pulls over, locks up his fucking brakes in the middle of the road.
Like slams them on, and middle of the road.
And he's rummaging through his shit for whatever it was he was rummaging for. He didn't give to us or show us. He was just rummaging as he's screaming this shit
fucking fast food bags and shit out of the way. And then he realized he passed our Airbnb, but we weren't saying anything. We're like, this is fine. You can let us out. This is good. This is good. Then he proceeds to whip a Yui right in the middle of the fucking road, hits a curb full, like doing what, 60?
Launches a curb.
Pops up on a fucking yard and just keeps going.
As he's screaming at us, 10%. Mark Zuckerberg's going to buy this for $1 billion. It's your turn to do work now. You got to put in the work. And we're like, okay.
We'll put in the work.
Okay, man.
We'll put in the work.
We'll put in the work.
I pulled over. I can't pull over any farther.
Whatever you want.
So yeah, so Braden got his camera out and starts filming this. It's 7 minutes long. I don't know if we'll listen to the whole thing, but
yeah, I'll just play a little bit and I'll edit some edit.
January 24th this year. Okay. 7 times 5 is 35, plus 1 is 36.
Shit.
Right? Formula cycle year, new beginning. Guess what? What? His daddy was 29 when he conceived him. 7 times 4 is 28, plus 1 is 29. Holy shit. John McVay was a new beginning a coach. His father was 29. He produced him at Formula Cycle year 1. Now, tell me whether or not Sean McVay has a new beginning in his life. winning the Super Bowl.
Absolutely. That's amazing.
Wow. Consistently, man, the concept consistently produces the same. My software pushes and produces the same information, consistency, accuracy on everybody. Tell me anybody who is analyzing conception age.
I don't know anyone.
Hey, Facebook, if they had my concept, would not have dropped 26% in stock. Because people are going to be on my app. So I sell my concept to Facebook for $10 billion, $1 billion a year, and he will make money.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Well, it's just an interesting topic. I mean, because everyone was born on a year. So, like, if you can analyze stuff like that using formulas and math, everyone knows.
Yeah, it's a 99-cent download, but you're going to go broke.
Yeah. No, you're not going to go broke. Download that. Fuck no. But you're going to learn a lot of shit, right?
Hey, I would use my car. You up to speed, man. Listen, guys, here's the good part about it to you guys, okay? I'm in it by myself.
Oh!
I'm in it by myself.
Seriously?
I'm in it. I own 100%. I'm in it by myself.
You told me you don't have
Dude, I'm gonna make I'm gonna make FYC shirts for our T public to say I'm in it by myself.
I'm about a month away from putting the app on the table. Y'all at the table? You at the table? You each got 10% of ownership. Immediately.
Holy shit.
If you're at the table.
Where's the table?
You know why? Right here.
Right here.
You know why? Because you guys represent the 80% market.
Okay.
Yeah. Y'all represent the 80% market. I can't touch it. But let somebody see your face. They will jump on board.
Right.
Yeah. All right?
What was that?
What was that?
He said they will jump on board.
Yeah, fuck that. You don't even know, brother. Give us a card.
I'm going to give you a call.
Hey, you want to come on a podcast?
Hey, listen, John. Every business, Twitter.
Hey, you want to come on a podcast? You can sell it to. We get like 350,000 listens a month. You can sell it to 350,000 people.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
All right, let's cut it. Let's cut it here. It's too long. I'll edit that in with a bunch of
so funny.
cool subtitles for you to read.
You get 10% if you're at the table. Where's the table? It's right here.
Yeah. I'm in it by myself. I love that.
Oh, dude, that's so good.
Needless to say, we got out of that. Uber. We're like, what just happened? Do we still have his card? Zell, do you still have his card somewhere?
Where it is. I remember seeing it somewhere, but
so once he releases the app next month, we have this footage of him giving us 10%.
we're at the table. The table's right there.
We did.
He's got to stop saying he's in it by himself because he's not. He ain't. We're in it too.
3 other partners.
We
boys.
represent 80% of the market, baby. So, night 2, again, our quest for Jack in the Box.
Call
Same thing.
Uber Eats again.
Cancels after an hour. Auto cancels. It's just like your order's canceled. Your order's being reordered. I was like,
why?
it's fucking like 1:30 in the morning. We're all laying there just waiting for fucking Jack in the Box. That's all we fucking wanted. Night 2, 0 Jack in the Box was consumed.
Well, that was the night where it said on the way. Oh, it's coming. Oh, fuck, it's gonna be here in 5 minutes. And then it says delivered.
it's delivered.
And we went, no, it's not. Where? We went and checked outside, like looked over the balcony. Did he drop it on the front? No, that motherfucker ate it. Guy ate our Jack in the Box. 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Ate my chicken fingers, last brat burger.
Anyways, go to bed hungry again. What can you do?
Which brings us to Friday.
We're on Friday now.
Friday, like, listen.
Now we're compounded hangover.
Yeah, fuck, man. Friday was
It wasn't no
slow start.
going to the gym this day.
Yeah,
No,
I don't think we left the house till noon.
It was a slow start. And we're like, well, we should probably, there's that fucking cool Capitol building. Like, it looks really cool. We should go like walk around it.
Honestly, I was like not even that excited to, but I was like, okay, well, fuck it, whatever. We'll bring the ghost gear and stuff, and
just check it out.
I had EMF and we had some of the cameras and the mics and stuff. And go down there and we're like, oh, let's see, like, you know, and I guess this is commonplace in the States that like government buildings and stuff, you can just walk through and open doors and stuff. But like us in Canada, that you can't.
No,
like, you
no
can't.
way.
No, that's actually
You get fucking
that's
pistol
actually
whipped.
incorrect though. At the same time, you can just walk into Parliament.
You can, but not the same.
You couldn't get in the
freedom
basement though.
No, like literally. So we go in there and it's like free to go in, and this place is fucking stunning. Like wow. The architecture and stuff inside was amazing. The only thing they were weirded out, like we had the cameras and we're like, as we were coming in, we're like, can we film? And we had the mics and stuff set up and they were like, just a camera. So they made us take the fucking mic off and they made us put the EMF away. They said, no, you can't have that out here. I was like, okay. Luckily, Zell still had his portable recorder that they didn't know what it was, so they didn't really care. Which kind of worked for us. So then we could still interview people.
I just kind of left it in my pocket. So I was like, all right, let's keep this on.
Yeah. But it was cool, man. Like, so we walked around, like, looking at it. And very quickly, we started being like, we should start asking people, like, well, have you seen a ghost
Well, we get
here?
into the house, like, because like there's the house and the Senate rooms, like the Texas Parliament or whatever. So we get in the house. It's like that really fancy, like all wood. And there's a security guard. I don't know how it started, but he started like, hey man, what, like, you ever seen anything weird? He's like, actually, like there's a story of the lady in white. And we're like, what? And it's sure enough, I guess it's like a haunted story of the Capitol building. Like there's this lady in white, like a white dress that like walks the halls at night. So that instantly sparked a quest to explore every wing of the Capitol building and see what else, other haunted shit we could find.
Dude, it honestly sent us on the biggest wild goose chase because this person would be like, yeah, like, you know, you guys should check out the West Wing. There's some people there that might know more about it. And so we would be like, all right. Like, so we would go to like the other end and then like we'd see some staff members who'd be like, hey, have you had any experience with ghosts? And they're like, well, not the lady in red, but like the lady in white, like, you know, is sometimes we see her over in the bathroom and stuff and we joke around that like that's her bathroom.
It's probably the ongoing gag is whenever people come in and ask and they just put them on like,
dude.
it's like fucking with a new guy at the shop, you tell him to go get the long wait.
Yeah.
You know, that type of shit. Like,
Well,
head over to fucking Bill over there.
But did you get the vibe from any of those people? I didn't get that vibe because I thought that when we were there, I thought maybe like, I was like, maybe some of these people are full of shit. But most of these people were genuine, right?
No, I definitely thought they were genuine too.
Well, yeah, we asked
And
It was just funny though, because every single person we talked
a
to
little
had a
different story. Yeah, so the first one was lady in white, and then we're like, you seen the lady in white? They're like, oh no, we seen the lady in red. And we're like, oh shit. Like, oh yeah, if you check the 4th floor, like that's where she hangs out. Then every person you asked, like, it almost seemed hesitant to tell you at first. They're like, nah. But actually,
How about that dude that fell from the scaffolding,
Yeah.
right? Like, when you walk in there in the main room, there's that fucking, I don't know how many floors it is.
it's huge.
But that
You get sick
it's like
looking
it's
up
like
at
22,
it.
20
Yeah.
stories or something.
Well, yeah, she said like it's enough to fit the Statue of Liberty and then
Yeah,
some.
with
Yeah.
room
inside
to
there.
spare.
And a dude fell from the top.
Yeah, so that was the lady we went. So we went to all these people, random people, like security guards, like ushers or whoever they were. Then we go back to the tourist office where the tour starts, and we just talked to the girl behind the desk. And we're like, oh, you guys do ghost tours here? Like, oh, we do in like at Halloween time, but not right now. And I was like, well, have you ever seen anything? And she's like, are you recording this? And I go, oh, no, I don't have to if like you don't want. And she's like, but then she didn't say no, so I just kept recording. And then, yeah, she like started, she's like, oh yeah, well, actually there's this story. And like, oh, like Janice over there, like she usually does a tour, but you know, she's really busy right now, but like, I can tell you a few things. So from going from like, she wouldn't talk to us about it. And she's like, oh yeah, we do ghost tours to, oh, here's some more stories. Then she tells us that the guy who falls from the top, and there used to be a glass floor, and he fell from the very top, smashed through the glass floor, and I guess they replaced the floor from glass to like a mosaic, like a mural floor, like concrete painted or something.
Yeah.
So then we go on another journey, and we find a door. It doesn't say do not enter, but it's not open. We kind of like just creak it open, peer down, set of stairs. Like, well, I guess doesn't say you can't go here.
Yeah, we were just like, well, if someone gets mad, we'll just say we didn't know.
Go downstairs.
It's not like they have guns.
No, like
We'll be
every
fine.
person and their mom's got a gun on their hip. So we go downstairs and it is a true echoey, like the in the recording, you can hear it's so echoey, like it's all concrete basement. There's no one down there at first. So we're walking through, we see the old glass floor. And right where that glass floor was, there was like this weird acoustic resonance.
And a feeling too,
felt
though,
so
right?
weird.
Like,
Yeah.
as soon as we all walked through it, we all kind of felt something, looked at each other. It was weird.
Yeah, and then you get that weird acoustic resonance. And it was the weird thing too, because it wasn't like you could just do it in one spot. It would work and then it wouldn't. And then if you shifted a little bit, you could get it to like do that weird. I can't even explain it. It's like it's almost like if we were like 8 feet apart and I talked, but it sounded like it was right behind your ear.
Yeah, it was
like,
super weird,
right
just the way
there.
the echo worked in there.
But it didn't just stay. Like it would kind of, if you moved, it would go away. You couldn't get it again. You'd have to shift around.
EMF go fucking any wonky around there?
Why?
I don't even
Honestly,
know if we didn't really have it out.
Once they told us to put it in the backpack, I
You don't
never
wanna
pulled it
run
back
the
out.
risk. Yeah, that's fair.
I was like, I don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, we just had audio.
anymore. I'm a huge.
And then we wandered around the whole basement. We wandered at the whole basement, and then we seen this like kind of he looked a little official, right? He came out of this office. I'm like, hey.
He looked sketched out to see us too at first. He was like,
he was like, what the
so
fuck
I was
are you
like,
guys doing?
oh, we're in trouble.
You
And then
even
he's
asked,
like-
you're like,
he's
are we supposed to be down here? He's like, no, it's all good. Like, just explore wherever. And we're like, all right. And then we asked him, hey, can we ask you a quick question? And he's kind of like walking away, like you can tell he's in a hurry. He's like, okay. He's like, what can you tell us about the hauntings of this place or something along those lines?
Yeah,
And he's
he
instantly
shut
shut
us
down. It's like, oh, no, I can't. Sorry.
Dude, he started walking away. He started walking away, and then he did the
I know I work with this guy and he used to tell me these stories all the time, but he's retired. I probably shouldn't be talking about this, but there is a lot of stories around here. I can't talk about it. And he's like kind of trying to walk away the whole time. And we're like, okay. Are you going to, and then he would just keep saying, nah. No, you know what? You guys just have fun. You go explore wherever you want. If the door's open, you can go. We're like, okay.
It was
That happened like for all afternoon. We were there for a couple hours.
Yeah. It was great. I would love like a late night tour or an overnight tour or something,
that'd be sweet.
and be allowed to like bring some equipment in. That place is fucking creepy.
Yep,
Right.
definitely. So yeah, we got some good audio. I cut it all up. I recorded the whole time. So a lot of
Yeah, and I did get some good videos. So you'll see us walking
We'll cut a
around
little bit together.
We'll edit it together in this live stream. After that, we go get ready because we're heading to the Driscoll bar for the pub
crawl time.
which is, first off, Driscoll bar. We get in there and we're like,
Ooh,
ooh, it's
Not our scene.
fence.
little fancy.
fancy in here. It's like
little fancy.
a fancy jazz lounge. It felt like.
Yeah,
That was weird.
100% haunted. 100% haunted for sure. Where's it? There it is. There's
A little
the crew
group of
there that
people there.
showed up at the Driscoll there.
I was liquored. I don't even
Oh,
remember.
the
taking that
drinks
picture.
there were triples.
Yeah.
I got Andrew was it a gin and club soda or something?
Gin and soda.
Gin and soda. And he, I bring him the drink, whatever. It's a first drink. And we've been drinking, we've been boozing nonstop now. We've barely slept every night because we're waiting for fucking Jack in the Box. And he's like, yo, why would you do this to me? I went, what? He goes, this is all gin. I went, I ordered you just a gin and soda. That's it. Just a single gin and soda. He's like, give a sip of this. Take a sip. And I'm like, it's just like straight gin. Straight gin.
Gin with a splash of soda.
Yeah. Literally a fucking splash.
The place was weird too because they charged everyone different prices every
You
time.
get a
we went up there.
$5 beer or a $7.50 beer. It depends. Depends what bartender you got.
It was, there's one time I'm up there and Lizard Caveman's up the bar. He's making a friend talking about snakes or some shit. and I go to him. I'm like, I'm laughing, whatever, having a good time. And he goes, I'm like, hey, I turned to him because I got my new saying and I turned to him. I go, you're all, he's wearing like a cowboy hat. And I go, you're all cap, no cattle, pal. And this guy that he's talking to like leans over and he goes, "Fella, people get shot for less around here than that. You better watch what you're saying." And I'm like, whoa. Like, whoa, okay. I was like, just kidding with my lizard friend here.
I
Like,
guess
no
it's
big
an
deal.
insult.
And I'm like, holy, that is quite an insult, I guess. Noted. We proceed to get fucking just bliss. So we're just
Having
drinking
fun.
at the Driscoll, having fun, just fucking laughing. They had some like fucking hillbilly band come up, fucking dancing
Nice
around the
stand-up
Driscoll.
bass and-
It was way too fancy for us.
Way too
So we
fancy.
We didn't know, but
we
whatever,
began the
it's
crawl
fun.
from there. It's
Began
haunted.
to crawl. And the thing you got to remember is the boys. We haven't seen live music in years.
Been a long time.
Oh yeah, I was fucking
So we
seduced.
we exit the Driscoll. We're going down.
Oh, I forgot one note. We did drink, in true ATT fashion, we did drink the bar out of Shiner Box.
We did.
Fuck yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. So we're walking down 6th Street and, the
You can
boys,
see how, there's a video of this too.
I
It's
did a
pretty
quick
funny.
live on the way. You're right, fucking bar,
Yeah.
pal. Woo!
And
you hear
it's
some
literally
nasty
like
licks.
fucking I can. It's like literally like the fucking mouse smelling cheese, like fucking Jerry. I'm like walking by and I like hear somebody shredding some guitar, and I was like, we gotta go. I don't even think I said anything. I think it just
We just
walked
kind of
in.
because we're looking for a bar, and we had the EMF meter out. That bar said it pinged a little bit.
That's right. I forgot we had the EMF readers
We're
fucking
like,
guiding us.
that's just how we're gonna find the next bar. The EMF meter. If it pings, so it pinged. We went to this part. It was called like Friends Pub or something,
yeah.
and they had a live music. The band, after like hearing these epic hard
Riffs.
blues rock licks, man, like really fucking good. Like Jimi Hendrix reincarnated. Like
Yeah,
really,
dude. He
really
was-
fucking good.
Dude, we were there for maybe 40 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour, and he only played one song. It was all licks.
He just shredded.
He's literally
dude.
playing fucking Voodoo Child, and
That's
I don't
it.
know how many different renditions and added
Yeah.
new stuff. And
The band's name was.
It was wild.
The guy's name was like Will Travis. Will Travis and his
Travis,
band. Dirty Texas Blues is what his genre is, and it was
literally
so
when
good.
we pulled up, there was no one in the bar, and we were just fucking rocking out right out front, and very quickly
bar filled.
the bar just packed. So yeah, we were crushing beers and stuff, and then great band. So like after a while, a bunch of us leave. Andrew's not leaving. I could tell.
I'm not fucking leaving.
He did this to me.
I was like, fucking
And I knew that means like he's not coming. I was like, all right, well, whatever. Let's go to Chupacabra. So like a bunch of us started walking to Chupacabra, and they got one of those like hanging bars on the corner where it's like if you can hang for 120 seconds or whatever, you win $100. So we're all fucking around. There's no one around. There's just no one. Right. So we're all fucking around it, hanging on it, fucking having a laugh, whatever. And I'm sitting in a chair, right? And I'm shooting a text, and Lizard Caveman was shooting some infrared. And then I don't know if it was Burmese or Lizard Caveman. I was like, hey man, we better get the fuck out of here because these people are hanging and you're sitting in front of the sign that says you're gonna give them $100. I'm like, oh shit, let's get out here. So we headed to Chupacabra, which you know what?
Let down.
Cool bar name.
Sucked ass.
Cool t-shirts. Cool Chupacabra statue. Yeah, shitty fucking.
Bad bar.
That place blew, man.
I mean, I had beers. It was a good time. Like we still fucking had some beers.
I loved how we scouted the place earlier, being like, hey man, like, do you think you guys are gonna have room for us tomorrow? And the fucking bartender big time just started like,
Good bar.
I don't know. Maybe it's a good bar.
Maybe.
We were the only people in there
Yeah.
at like peak.
It was like 10:30.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, come on.
Come on, bro.
Yeah. Yes. Leaving the Chupacabra. I think it was leaving the Chupacabra. We're standing there. This guy walks by, and I think it was Burmese. He goes, "Holy fuck, it's Fat Andrew." That's Fat Andrew. There's this guy that walks by who looks like Fat Andrew. So we're all kind of like looking at this, and we're like having a laugh. And Bernie's just like, "I'm gonna go grab this guy," and I'm like, "Don't go grab him. Tell him you're a fat version of our friend." Sure enough, Burmeister walks out. He's like, "Wait, fucking, hey, you're our fat buddy. Get over here, take a picture." So we get a picture of where is it here? And this guy came back a couple times. He's like, "Yo, send me that picture. Send me that picture." He's like going to Burmese, just send me that picture. So there you have it, Fat Andrew.
Andrew.
It's pretty funny. That was pretty funny.
A little taller, than you.
Yeah, also a little fatter.
Definitely a little fatter.
The the best part about that is like after that we're walking. It's packed, man. It's packed on fucking Dirty 6th Street, and we're walking as a crew in the Flying V from Mighty Ducks.
yeah.
I don't know how it started. It was we're just like,
because we started. Somebody was saying, like, Braden was like, we got to move together. Like, let's go. And I yelled, I'm like, because ducks fly together.
and then
Braden's like, flying V, let's go.
And then we parted the street as a Flying V.
Yeah, it's fucking great. And first off, the next person to get fucking meat draw wasted.
Oh my God.
Fucking
well,
lizard.
no, not meat draw. This guy got fucking full reptilian.
Liz face. Lizard Caveman was fucking, woo! He was on a level.
He was on a level.
Another planet.
His tongue was permanently out of his mouth for the entire evening.
He had T-Rex hands.
You know someone's drunk when they got T-Rex arms.
Well, I think he may have been, he was, I think him and Rena
had a
were just
lot of edibles too.
Shooting edibles and just popping them. So he was, I remember we went to the next bar and he was just like,
Oh yeah, and he's like screaming, like metal screaming to like Britney Spears.
Yeah.
Fucking throwing high kicks and shit.
Smacking drinks out of the air. Pretty meat draw.
That was pretty fucked up.
It was pretty fucked up. It was pretty funny. We ended up at this bar where there's a mechanical bull, and there's this guy that's so fucking drunk, and he's trying to get on the bull, and the guy operating the bull's just not letting him get on. He keeps moving, and the guy's getting tossed off, and everyone's laughing at him. And I'm like, hey man, yeah, like, all right. He's like, well, it's $10. I was like, that guy paid $10. He goes, no, that guy's drunk. Just walked up there. That's why I'm not letting him get on. And I'm like, all right. Well, I was like, I'm not gonna pay $10. He's like, it's free, but I get to fuck you up. And I'm like, all right. I was like, well, how bad are you gonna fuck me up? I was like, are you gonna fuck me up as bad as this guy? He's like, nah. He's like, I like you, so you can get on there. So this guy comes, the drunk guy gets told by security to beat it. So he comes off. I'm like gearing up to go, and like this guy's fucking hammered. And he comes up to me, he like gives me this look, and he's like offended that I'm gonna go on it. And I was like, all right, whatever, man. Like, it's all good. So I
probably like, this guy doesn't have what it takes to rodeo.
Yeah. So then, where is it here?
Nice mount.
Well, because he wasn't letting people get on it, so I knew I had to get on it quick. I couldn't get on it from the side. Rode it for a little bit, and I knew he was going to eventually try to fuck me up. So I was like, I just let her go here. Boom. Little did I know, folded myself in fucking half there. Oh, dude, like I hurt like mid back, like really bad. It wasn't as cushiony as I thought it was going to be when I landed. Winded myself, so I like instantly went from there straight up to the bathroom.
Oh,
to have a quick cry.
And I thought I was gonna fucking puke, and I was like, I was stretching out on the sink. I was like, oh man, I was all fucked up. Like my ribs were all sore. I was like, fuck. I was like, that sucks.
I tried to do the same trick. I'll go on that if you can fuck me up. He's like, no, $10. I was like, what?
Yeah, it's pretty fun, man. And, like good times. The bars were fine. We hit a couple up. We were fucking dancing on poles at the last one. Like it was.
When you say times. We, you mean you?
Yeah, whatever. It was fun.
Yeah. There was other people there.
It was a fun bar crawl. Started early.
Yeah.
Ended at our normal. We ended at 12. That doesn't mean the night.
Oh yeah. Anya fucking accidentally parked her car on 6th Street.
Right.
Got a huge ticket. Had to move her car halfway through the night
bar crawl.
in a packed street. Oh, that was funny.
But
too good.
Turns out they wrote her license plate down wrong as the wrong state or something.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but we were scared. Dude, I had like the female staff looking in the bathrooms for her and stuff. I'm like, did she get kidnapped?
We were calling her. Like, we were trying to keep everyone together. It's kind of hard when there's that many people.
Oh, especially when one girl goes missing.
Oh, shit.
Like, yeah, like, make sure she's okay. She's all right. She took off. Absolute beauty. Dude, it was a time. That night, again, around midnight.
Smoke grenade.
We're fucking done, man.
We're done.
Too many drinks.
It's been a long day.
Up. Best part, we go in the middle of the street, big fucking quack, 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 quack.
That was so funny.
Big ducks fly together. Big old Rufio, free. Oh! Good times. Good times on the pub.
Uber
crawl.
back to the place.
Good times were had by
what did we do? Get on Uber Eats.
Jack in the Box, baby.
Uber Eats. Right. Third time's a charm.
Did we get Jack in the Box?
No, we did not get Jack in the Box. It's unbelievable. It's like like they were purposely punking us. They wouldn't give us the Jack in the Box. It would say order picked up or order delayed or order canceled, order being reordered. It never came. We just never got 3 nights in a row. Fucking Jack in the Box. Denied.
Well, hey, probably for the best. We're like
didn't need it, but you want it.
The worst part is we're so tired, we're so gassed out, and we end up staying up, struggling, like sitting on the couch, waiting hours for this. So like every night we didn't go to bed till like 2:30 or 3 because we're waiting for fucking Jack in the Box.
Waiting for an hour and a half or 2 hours for Jack in the Box. Trying to watch we watch like Naked and Afraid. We're watching Friends, like anything to stay awake.
Yeah, reruns of Friends.
Anyways,
yeah, it's brutal.
This might be a 3-hour recap, so we're gonna keep it rolling. So Saturday is the day. Saturday's the day we plan like the big theory meet and greet where we're just gonna sit down and just chill.
Get to know some people.
We don't have to just like go in like loud bars and try and scream at each other. But we start another slow day, but we decide to go to, in Austin, there's the Museum of the Weird.
Yeah.
Just like all like the mementos of a lot of stuff we talk about.
Boys, with the Minnesota Iceman.
No, like, and we don't say that, like they legit
bought it.
Like if you remember the story of the Minnesota Iceman, the Iceman went missing, reportedly stolen by the CIA, no big deal. Then the Minnesota Iceman pops up on eBay. It is bought by the owner of this establishment who now shows the Minnesota Iceman.
You can just walk in. You pay your...
We saw it.
Pay your entrance free. If you're watching the live stream, we have a quick video of it. He's encased in ice. It's still in the freezer with the glass top.
I mean, there's a couple spots missing where his nose is out, a little bit of his hand where they obviously take DNA samples from.
The ice has definitely evaporated a little bit where they're working on him. But he's there. Yeah. He's there. He's a fucking 1,000 possums rolled into one.
Yep. Absolutely. A possumus prime.
We inquired about the thawing, and they said, "Oh, don't worry. Like as soon as it starts getting hotter, we dump a bunch more Dasani on them, get them back under complete ice." It was cool. It was one of those things. Knowing the history of the Minnesota Iceman, it was a cool thing to be there and see and know that this thing had, traveled the world and raised so many questions for people and stuff. Definitely worth the price of admission.
100%.
Absolutely. And they had tons of other cool shit. They had fucking mermaids, weird ass, just oddities and antiquities.
For some reason, they had a few different fucking like wax sculptures of fucking Mr. Conspiracy, which was a little bit interesting. But
yeah, they had one of Zell's cousins.
Oh, they had Nosferatu and Dracula in there, and
it was really a really, really cool experience to go see. And honestly, for the Minnesota Iceman alone, I would have paid the price, and everything else was just a bonus.
That would be the ultimate podcasting room, to have some of that shit just sprinkled all over the walls.
We sat there and we talked about that. If we ever, we make a big time, we can do this full time. We're living in the same town. Our podcast table is going to be a block of ice with 1,000 possum
100%
carcasses shaped into a possumus prime. It was cool. I mean, knowing what I know now and I see it, did I go, this is unequivocally 100% a Bigfoot? Yes.
Yes, you did.
Absolutely.
Yes, we did.
Absolutely, I did.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Yes, it's out there and they have it there. It's
for you to see. It cost you $12.
Yeah, it's there. If you didn't see it, were you there? Were you there? Can you tell us were you there? It's cool. Very cool. After that was cool. It was like, we were just kind of walking around. We had some time to kill. So we were doing some Brady Petey Chucky hits the streets, asking people about aliens. Hard to do, man.
No one
to do in person.
Especially when you're fucking jerking off the mic and smiling like a nervous weirdo.
I was nervous, dude. I was nervous every time I went through. I was like, oh man, this is fucking nerve wracking.
Everyone's got a gun.
Like, who cares?
No one wants an interview. It's hard.
It's true. It was a difficult process to do. We got some good ones, so we'll edit it in here and stuff. But we got some good clips of some people, some funny. One of our longtime listeners, Anna, she came running up and was like, "Do you believe in aliens?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Yeah, I'm one of your fans, you nerd."
Like, oh,
I was like, "Oh, damn it!"
I almost got one.
It was cool meeting her and her husband there. But as we're walking around, this was cool because we come around the corner of 4th or whatever. And because we're recording us walking around, recording us doing these interviews. We come around a corner, and I actually thought it was my prediction first, because I predicted we don't even have to play mine because mine sucked. Mine sucked.
It was generic.
But there was a glass overhang. I went, oh, a glass overhang right there. And then I think Andrew was like, a cafe across. Holy fuck! There's a building with like floral. Can we play your clip, Zell?
Yeah. See, was I after Andrew in that?
No, you're before.
And you get a picture. Tell us what you see.
Oh yeah, because you did it for me.
I see a red.
I'm going to play this.
It's not just red. It's kind of like a floral pattern, maybe a little paisley exterior. Is interior. It seems like it's from a different country. It doesn't seem the woodwork is ethnic. I would say kind of like resembles a Buddhist temple, perhaps, the way it's carved. You get the sense beside it. There's an open space on the right side of the building. It is an open parking lot with a blue sign. I can't make out what that sign says.
Is there a blue sign too?
There was there was a sign, but there wasn't an empty parking lot. But I did see red floral pattern.
I didn't even notice when we were there. There was a blue sign as well.
It was a blue sign
right here.
Anton's. It's not on that building, but it's near it.
I said beside an empty parking lot, so I wasn't, but I seen this red building with a flower pattern. I did have to go peek inside. It did not have Buddhist temple woodwork, but it did have a Russian flag. So I got the foreign part right, and the red paisley. Not bad. I'm in the 20 to 80% range, I believe.
Honestly,
I'd say so.
The fact that two people were this close is fucking astounding.
I walked in though, and I seen the Russian flag and like the Soviet flag, not just like the Russia flag, like the Soviet flag.
The Soviet flag means we should probably go.
And I went, I shouldn't go in here.
No,
especially not right now.
And it looks like the Russian, it was, pulled off the top. It's now just the house.
Yeah, it was the Russia house or something, but now it's just house.
Interesting. Again, very good.
We're not bad at it.
Very good. So, we're obviously surprised from this. So we go get a coffee, and then we head our way down to Central District Brewing.
Theorite meet and greet.
We actually walked past it, but luckily, is it Hunter? Hunter is, Hunter and his wife.
You mean Cowboy Dan?
Cowboy Dan. He was outside, yelled at us, so we go over there. We had a wicked crew at the brewery. We had 2 tables, get a little private back area. We're just shooting the shit. Everyone was, chatting, getting to know each other. We had a fucking awesome crew there. Everyone is there. Absolutely phenomenal time chatting and shooting the shit with everyone. The place was good. Good brews, man. Like
the
good
beer
beers.
was good. The Kayaker's Kosh or whatever the fuck. Bomb beer.
Yeah, fuck yeah. That was killer beer. We were just shooting the shit, having a good time. Other than it was such a treat. It was such a treat to meet people that enjoy the show and hear how they got in it,
How they found
involved
it.
with the show, how they found it, why they like it, what they like about it. It's heartwarming. It was
super
awesome.
cool.
Like it meant the world to me to to get that opportunity to chat with people and get to know them that I didn't know. Like it was really fun.
100%.
It's probably the highlight for me was that this night, and that it was fun.
It was just fun. Not just talking, hanging out. It's like crazy when people say like, oh, like I feel like you guys I've listened to for hundreds of hours.
It's
right?
crazy.
Hundreds of hours. And you go, yeah, that would be weird. Like I don't really know anything about you. So then I'm compelled to ask some questions, and then you talk for like 20 minutes. Like, oh shit.
Yeah.
We're the same people.
We had fucking Chris from Denver. We had Get Faction. We had, Matt and Alex.
I wouldn't even try and say all the
and her
names. You're going to
husband-
fail
and her
miserably here.
husband. Yeah. A ton of people. It was such a good time. So we're hanging out at that bar. We decide, it's the big UFC fight. So we wouldn't mind moseying to a bar where we can also
Literally went to every single person when you guys weren't looking, be like, hey, tell Zell you want to watch the UFC.
Tell Zell you love to go watch some UFC.
Well, Zell, they all want to watch them too.
Okay.
So we
you want to watch some UFC? You want to watch some guys roll around on each other? Let's go do it.
We find
no better bar.
Yeah, we find this bar down the way. It's someone looks it up. It's called Woodruff's.
Woodrow's.
Fucking bit of a jaunt. Like we're all just walking, shooting the shit, having a good time, walking down there. I don't remember if anything funny happened to. I don't know. I thought something funny.
Well, we
Feeding
stopped for
streets,
Jason
stuff
getting
like
cigarettes for like 40 minutes. It felt like.
Yeah, it did feel like that.
fucking Jason.
But anyway, we walked all the way there. We got there.
$10 a head cover.
And there's not really any room. Like you would have to
and there's a lot of us.
We've been standing room only.
So we're gonna pay it because there's a lot of us. We're trying to get a deal because we're like, hey, like listen, come on, there's a lot of us.
There's fucking 30 of us. Like, come on.
We're gonna have a ton of beer. Let us in. And they're like, no, you gotta pay. So we're like, okay, we're gonna pay. Then we found out they don't let minors in, and Hunter's wife's 20 years old, so we can't get in. One person can't get in. And what did we say the night before?
Ducks fly together.
Ducks fly together, baby. So we're like, well, we can't leave one person behind. So we're looking around. There's a bar right across the street. Looks pretty dead. So we walk over there. Fucking no cover. They got the fights on, and they have like 6 tables. Boom, 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 all empty right in front of the bar.
Fucking
and
perfect.
There's no one there. So we're like,
perfect.
Boom, take all the tables. They had a fucking slide in the bar.
It was super cool.
We're getting drinks, fucking Shiner Box, canteens. We're having a good time. Then you kind of start to look around the bar, and you're like, looking around. There's like, I go to the bathroom, and there's one of those little claw machines, right? But there's no toys. Well, there's toys. There's toys in the machine, but no stuffed animals. It's all sex toys, and dildos.
Sexy time toys.
So we're like, what the fuck?
Where are we?
Like, where are we? We're at the gay bar.
Nice bar.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Nothing. But we
had a fucking time. I tell you, they had the
good
weird. They had a slide. They had a slide. They had good music.
They had a dildo helmet.
yeah. Oh, dude. I'm not going to call them out for saying it, but you can tell your friends you did it. But someone put it in their mouth.
Yeah, it was bad. We all cringed.
Don't do
we
that.
all cringed.
Dude, I was like, oh, he's doing that. He's
going for it.
It's in there.
Yeah, just like fucking old bike helmet with a nice 9-inch dildo hanging off the front. Fun.
Oh, dude. Absolute great time. We're firing it up there.
So so some guy kind of tried to rain on our parade. So we're
It
sitting
got packed there. It got
It
packed.
got
did get
busy.
packed, yeah.
And some fucking guy walks in. Like this guy walks in, big tall guy, cowboy hat on, boots, skin tight t-shirt, tiny little legs, and his shirt, like he's peacocking when he walks in, and his shirt right away it says socialism sucks. And it's got like a MAGA thing on the back of it. And he's fucking, guy's got ILS, like imaginary lat syndrome. He turns sideways to get through the fucking door. Like, he's feeling himself. And he sees poor old Burmeister sitting there perched up on a seat watching the fights, talking to the boys. And Burmeister's wearing this fucking badass Point Break shirt. But on the, on the Point Break, they wear the president's masks. I can't remember. It's like Nixon and LBJ and Reagan, right? And he walks up, and I don't know, the guy notices that's maybe semi-political shirt, or assumes it is, and walks up and kind of pokes him in the chest, being like, "What's this about? What's your shirt about?" And Burmeister's like, "Well, it's a fucking movie, man. Point Break, it's great. Like, I don't know if you've seen it." And he's like, "I don't know what you're talking about. I've never seen that movie." And he's trying to get a rise out of him. And we're basically like, "All right, buddy, kick rocks. You're fucking barking up the wrong tree here." And he fucking saunters away. And Uncle Slam, here's something you guys don't know about Uncle Slam, because a lot of you guys probably know him from Discord. And he's super outgoing, and you're hearing him talk all the time. This entire trip, I've spent hours and hours with this man and heard about 5 words from him. All the words, very meaningful, great, very stoic man. Guy's a fucking beauty, but he's very quiet. The guy fucking saunters away there with his big puffed out chest, and Slam leans over to me and says, "All cap and no cattle." And I'm just like, "Oh!" I like fell on the ground. I'm like, that was the greatest moment of the entire trip. Slam just lit this fucking guy up to fucking pieces.
All cap, no cattle.
Oh, dude, I don't think I fucking ever laughed so hard in my life.
Dude, when you told me that, I fucking howled. I was like, that's perfect. Perfect timing. Excellent. Could have done it better myself.
Uncle Slam murdered this guy.
Fucking beauty. It was
great time.
In ATT fashion, maybe were there too many drinks drunk?
Probably.
All the drinks were drunk.
All the drinks were drunk. I'm not going to drop any names. Guns were falling out of pockets.
Yeah, there was some fucking theorite on theorite violence.
May or not been a slight choke slam.
Yeah,
where your gun fell out. We won't say names.
Yeah, we're not going to say
names.
names.
You know who you are.
We got wild. Hey, but listen, cooler heads always prevailed. It was a good time. I don't think there's no hard feelings by anyone.
Hey, when you have that many drinks and you get the feeling that someone's hitting on your girl, you can see red a little too quick. You toggle switch, just like off, on, and then boom, you act. You shouldn't have, but you did it. And it happens. And the man, he owned up. He's like, "Oh, I might have had a couple to drink. I should just leave now." And he left, and it was all good.
It was still a fucking blast. Everyone there was a beauty. Like I said, it was
super fun time.
I won't forget that anytime soon. Nope. Good times. I think we pieced out again. Midnight probably were shut down.
Midnight Scoot, boys.
Midnight
Scoot.
We pieced out. Said goodbye to everyone that came out. It was, like I said, fucking time. What a blast. We went, grabbed some scooters because we're only like 2K from our place at this point. Fucking just wasted.
Lit up the town on the scooters.
Lit up tuners on the way back to our Airbnb. Like, so much fun.
It was the first time I was on one of those, and I was fucking meat draw, just hanging off of it.
Oh, yeah.
Natural.
Boys, I was
good time.
Scooting, man. Went in Texas.
Just zipping around. Get back to our Airbnb.
We weren't done yet, though. We weren't done. Took a little detour. We went and saw Uncle Phil's house. You don't remember?
Oh, yeah. We went scooter past Uncle Phil's house. I told you guys the fucking mayor's house right here. So checked out all the nice houses, scooted around for a bit. But then we got a little hungry, as we did all trip.
Yeah.
Get on the old Uber Eats app. What do you boys want? Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box, baby.
This is the night.
There's just only one choice here,
these motherfuckers. Jack in the Box. We place our order. I think we even get a little extra this time. Like, you know what? We need a feast because we haven't got it.
Chicken fingers.
This is the night. We're gonna, we're double ordering. We get fucking 2 burgers, chicken fingers, fries, the fucking huge liter of cola.
It works. Curly fries.
Check the app. Pickup 10 minutes. Estimated delivery time 20 minutes. Like, oh, perfect. Oh, and then switches 45 minutes to an hour. Hour to hour and a half. Order canceled. Reordered. And we're like, no, this is fucking insane. Please cancel the order. We just got to cancel this.
It was like 1:40, like 2 hours later, we're like, okay, just cancel. Like, it's not coming.
We can't.
Fuck Jack in the Box.
We just want to go to sleep.
So we fucked pass out. Now we've drinking
all the liquor.
We had fun.
Sunday, we wake up like we have COVID tests to go do because we
need a COVID test to come home.
COVID test. Honestly, waking up, getting ready for the COVID test, our appointments were at 11, I think. I think 11.
I know they're like 12, and then the girl called us in the morning and was like, hey, you guys can come.
Yeah.
Can you come early?
So we shower, like we go get an Uber down there. Very quiet. I was quiet. You were quiet. Andrew's quiet. Everyone's quiet. It was a quiet trip. We're walking around CVS.
Which gave free tests, by the way.
Yeah, free tests, which was fucking awesome. So they give them to you. So like, she's like, okay, do your own test. So like, as she gives me the swab, I couldn't have flared my nostrils any further. And as I choked up on it. So the swab was like all the way in my hand. I just like, oh yeah. But like, barely touched nothing. barely. Dude, the other one, like kind of back. Fucking Zell's whole face as he's flaring his nostrils as he has it. He gets it. And you can tell he's like barely in there. And he's turning, and he even has the gall to go, ooh, it tickles. Right as he's doing this, Andrew comes around the corner. He goes, he sees him. He's like, "You don't even have it in your nose, buddy. You got to get away in there. Like it's not far enough." And I'm giving Andrew the eyes, and he's like, "You're not doing it far. You got to get it further up there, brother.
Touch your brain.
You're not doing it far enough." And I'm like, "Shut the fuck up, man. Shut the fuck up."
I flared my nostrils so wide, and I stuck it right in the middle. It touched nothing, and I just spun it.
So we literally, she's like, it's gonna be ready in 50. I can tell you the results in 15 minutes if you want to hang around. You won't get the results for a couple hours. So we're like, oh, we'll hang around. So we just sit there again. None of us are talking. We're all just sitting there, like barely. We're just dead. And the girl comes out, flips us the thumbs up. You're both negative. We all like, oh, thank God. It's not COVID. We're just hungover. We were all so sick.
We were all a little sick. My
sore throat,
a
little bit of sore throat, a little bit of like,
little. I was like hot to the touch. I was like, God damn.
I just knew I couldn't test positive. I could not get trapped down there. There's no chance.
Yeah,
fuck that.
It was a fucking good time.
It was a great time.
So Sunday, we just kept it pretty low key Sunday. We did some shopping for the ladies, got some stuff.
Got some anti-divorce presents.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then
kind of stuff.
right at the end of the night, we're like, hey,
one more barbecue.
You know, we need some more brisket. Some moist brisket. I want to know. I want to not know where my tongue ends and the brisket begins one last time. So we get another Uber, and this how old do you think she was? 19, 20?
She's
Maybe.
young. Yep.
It just was so startling how angry someone could be for that young.
Oh my
I've never seen
God.
someone so mad in a vehicle.
She was like tailgating everyone, just driving
fast.
wild
We're
speeds.
literally in Fast and Furious. We're driving around with Dominic Toretto.
Yeah.
She's pissed.
In her little Honda Accord.
Yeah,
And
dude.
as she's swearing at people, literally riding them up to
Where'd you learn how to drive?
yeah, and they're swerving around them, slamming the brakes because she almost rear-ended people. And I was gripping the handlebars, like, holy fuck, this is crazy.
I was holding my breath that whole journey.
Dude, my heartbeat was just going crazy. I was like, I am literally scared we are going to be in a car accident.
I legit checked because I was wearing my Fitbit, so I checked my heart rate monitor. I was like 140 in the car.
I can't stress enough. It was such a fucking terrifying experience. And then to top it off, she couldn't figure out where our Airbnb or where the brisket place was we were going to. And she just randomly, there's no turning lane. She just fucking turns, and there's an opening, but there's an island, a raised island in the middle. And she just
Full tilt.
she's full tilt. And I'm like,
Launched
there's an island. And she just crashes into it, smashes up.
Dukes of Hazzard. We got air over that
It was
fucking
insane,
thing.
dude. I don't know how that happened.
I was like, I was like, do you want us to get out and look? She's like, no, it's fine. Now I can tell she's embarrassed. And now because she's embarrassed, she's even driving worse. She throws in reverse, almost hits this pedestrian that's walking by. That's like, what the fuck is going on? And we're like, oh, it's good. Just let us out here.
She wasn't even in the right parking lot yet. We're like, we'll walk.
Yeah, we're
walk.
good here. Thank you.
Yeah, we got out and obviously
You
gave her
sure?
5
Yes.
star.
Yes, we're sure.
But my God, dude, I was like, this is brutal. That place we went to, though, that we got dropped off, I don't remember the name. Cool place. The biggest downfall, though, we get there, they're out of brisket.
You're out of a lot of shit.
Yeah, they
were
had
out of
nothing.
everything.
They were out of everything on the menu. It sucked.
So we're looking at each other. And there's one place that everyone kept saying, hey, you guys got to check out this place when you're in Texas. You got to check it out. Whataburger.
Yeah.
And we went, Whataburger? We went, yep. Last night, Whataburger. So we get another Uber, praying we don't get the same girl. Because she must have been close still. She could have picked us up again. Or her car is probably leaking oil and she is stalled on the side of the road. I don't know. It was a hard
Or
hit.
she's crashed into someone.
Yeah,
and they're
she's
all
killed
dead.
someone. Oh, so we got, what do we got? Scooters again. Oh no, Whataburger first.
No.
Whataburger first, got Scooters after.
And you walk into Whataburger and like, honestly, when we walked in there, I was like, I don't want to eat
It's
here.
trash. It looks trash.
This looks like trash. I was hoping that one of you guys were going to be like, I don't want to eat here. Let's go somewhere else. Because you know me, I don't pick. I don't pick my own food. I pick
was so
whatever.
excited.
The first whatever you or Zell order, I get.
It's true. Whatever he's getting, I'll get the same.
So like we're ordering the food, and the best part is like we get combos. She gives me this
Liter
honestly,
cola.
this fucking giant styrofoam cup,
Super gulp.
And I go there and I'm filling up my Coke, and I'm filling it up. And then I'm literally reaching for a large lid. And as I'm reaching for it, Andrew goes, can you believe these are mediums? And I go, these are fucking mediums?
I was like, dude, I could literally swim in this.
And when I'm looking at the lid sizes, the large lid is noticeably bigger than the medium lid. And then I leaned over and grabbed the medium lid and put it on. I was like, oh my God. We sat down. Andrew goes, no, everyone has to finish their drink. Spoiler, none of us finished our drink.
I don't even think we got.
Let's do a
fucking
challenge, boys. We all
quarter.
got to finish our fucking pop. You're like, all right, no problem. We all got like a third of the way. We're like, nope, can't. This is
done.
ridiculous.
I've already
However-
peed twice.
Whataburger fucking slayed.
Dude, so good. Better
Oh,
than In-N-Out. I think it's better than In-N-Out.
I think it's better than
It's been a
In-N-Out
long
too.
time
It's
since I had
good.
In-N-Out. I remember it being good, but Whataburger. I had like a fucking, some type of 2-patty melt. It's delicious.
I had some sort of sweet and spicy fucking double burger. It was
I'll give it
unreal.
two thumbs
And
up
after
for
like,
fast food.
honestly, after like Jack in the Box, the disappointment with Jack Box fast food, like
We didn't get it.
night. This was unreal. We said we weren't going to drink, but me and Zell had a beer at this point. We're like, okay, well, maybe should we go to Rainy Street
Let's go one more time. We're the last night. Let's go one more
Last
time.
Oh
night.
my God. As soon as you said, I'm like, oh my fuck.
So
We shouldn't have gone.
No.
we hopped. We got another scooter in at least though. Grab some scooters.
It was a sketchy scooter though. It was
You had to
sketchy.
go across
there was
the
all
bridge
the construction
and
and stuff.
construction. There's a time when I was like, I think there's a shortcut through the park.
Nope.
No,
The scooters just turned
they
off.
turned off. You're like, oh fuck. So we get to Rainy Street. What we were hoping for was another live band. We're like, oh, let's grab a beer, let's listen to some music. Turns out on a Sunday night, there's no live bands there, I guess, or not that Sunday at least.
And it's just house DJ and like
Awful.
and honestly,
Not
it's
good.
it was a young crowd. And like I walked in there, we went to some rooftop bar and I was like, I walked in, I felt old.
Yeah, we're like 33, 34, and I was like, we're 10 years too old for this place.
Yeah, we like the upstairs was so hot that like when I was trying to stand with Zell to order drinks, I was just beading sweat because of because of how hungover I was. I was like, God damn.
And the bartender had to switch over the kegs. It was a fresh keg that was warm.
Yeah, it
so
wasn't-
the beer
yeah.
was warm. And I'm like, I can't do this. Fuck
Literally,
that.
we sat down. We just were all struggling to drink, and it was just like it was a terrible.
We
terrible-
all
it was
like we
wow.
all struggled. I finished mine. Andrew did not finish his.
I finished
Brain
mine
finished
too.
his, and we're like,
And fucking,
we don't feel like, let's go to a different bar. We walk downstairs, just like, you guys good?
let's go home.
You're like, I've done everything I want to do. I'm done. Back to the Airbnb. We got to get up at 5
You know
in
what
the
I
morning.
want? Jack in the
Jack in
Box.
the Box. Oh fuck.
We tried it one last time. As soon as literally it said 45-minute wait, we're like, fuck it, fuck Jack in the Box.
that.
We're not getting
Cancel.
it this time. But what we did do is because we were wanting to, we set up the ghost equipment. So I set up a camera, and I set up the EMF reader and the voice recorder. And I was like, okay, I'll just record some of the night. Like I only had whatever fucking 10%, 12% battery life left in my phone. I was like, whatever, I'll just record some of the night, see if anything pings on camera.
Did it? I haven't seen the footage.
Boys,
I don't even want to hear
I
about
haven't listened
Nah,
to
you're
the
fucking-
audio.
you're fucking with
I
us.
I haven't listened to the audio recorder yet because I have to plug it in and download the audio from it. Some sort of apparition in the footage. Yeah.
That's
Tim
terrifying.
Scullion would be proud. We got something.
Well, I'm excited. I haven't seen the footage yet, so I'm excited to.
It's on the clip because I'm going to pair the audio. So when this case file comes out on Friday, I will have the footage of this. Maybe I'll have it at the end after the credits.
Sweet.
I'll throw that in there. But we got some. I don't know what it is.
We got.
I don't know, and we'll see what it pairs up with the audio. Because the phone audio is not very good because when I have the case on and it's clamped in the gimbal, it like suppresses the speaker or some shit. So everything sounds really hollow. But we had the audio recorder going at the same time on camera. So I'll pair those two up and then, maybe we get something. But all in all, out of 10 out of 10 for Austin.
The people, the food, everything.
Just really good times all around.
Awesome.
Honestly,
No
all the
complaints.
beauties that showed up.
The music, everything. Fucking 10 out of 10.
Fucking
Tacos.
phenomenal. I hope everyone who came out made lifelong stories like we did because it was a fucking time. Like it was phenomenal. Couldn't ask for a better trip for the first time, first pod
Felt
trip
good.
back. So we
Post-COVID first trip. It's great.
can't wait to do another one.
Yep.
Probably not anytime soon.
Not anytime soon. It was an expensive trip. We went a little longer than we normally would, so we had to pay for it, but it was worth every penny. 100%.
Absolutely.
All right, this one's going long, so let's. We're still going to give a theoret of the week, though, and we got to give it to our boy
Theoret of the trip.
of the trip. I mean, there's a lot of beauties.
Yeah, tons of beauties.
We're going to give it to our boy Jason from the UK, who traveled 9,000 kilometers
Yeah.
to see alien theorists theorizing. He ran into us on the day where we got our Joe Rogan table. A really great dude.
Partied every
Partied
night.
up.
He was the sweatiest motherfucker.
Sweatiest guy.
Just
In-
really
on
super
this-
nice guy. So we really appreciate
on Saturday.
we really appreciate you making the trip. I hope your time was worth it. Visiting these duds 5 nights straight.
Yeah, huge honorable mention to our boy Uncle Slam.
100%. He's already got, I think, he's got 2-time theory of the week. So he's well in the running for theory of the year as well. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Go,
yeah,
Burmeister.
Yeah, look out.
Coming for you, buddy.
Honorable mention to Burmese, too. It's nice to meet the meme king
fuck
finally.
yeah. Everyone we met,
You guys are all beauties.
it was a really good time.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was worth every penny for all the memories.
Except for that chick that told me I had skinny legs.
Except for the chick who tried to recruit me to the neo-Nazis. That was also not cool.
Also, not fans of ours.
They were not fans.
Either
they were
those
the
two.
random, super drunk lady. But yeah, it was great. It was made a lot of memories, a lot of friends. I'd go back 100%.
Absolutely.
And this week, instead of Patreon supporters, there was a few beauties who decided to send a few dollars our way for the trip, donating to the trip, to the pod trip.
Buying us rounds.
Which we drank every one of them, by the way, and we appreciate it. We had Naseen O'Brien, Jacob Ludwig, Joshua Renaud, Jennifer Godick, who actually donated $100 plus. Absolute legend. I believe she was actually a friend of Jason.
That's right. She wanted to say hi. I think we forgot.
I think we might have
I think we
forgotten.
passed
I
it
think we
on.
missed that, but a message before it was too late. But
Jason, she says hi.
she does have Drew Graham, Marissa Lawson, Anjali Patel, John Gomez, Ivan Rand, or it's fucking Norse god or something, I believe. Denise Sains, Joshua Birch, and OGP, Alex O'Brien. Thank you very much for supporting the trip. We had a hell of a time.
And as we always say at the end of these things, keep those eyes on the skies.
Peace, everybody.
The comfort of your favorite seat is now your comfy car selling command center, thanks to Carvana.
It doesn't get any better than this.
Your favorite seat's the best spot in the house. Make it even better by entering your license plate or VIN and getting a real offer in minutes.
There really is no place like home.
And speaking of home, Carvana will pick up your car from yours after you finalize your offer. Visit Carvana.com or download the app and sell your car from your comfy place. The comfort of your favorite seat is now your comfy car selling command center, thanks to Carvana.
It doesn't get any better than this.
Your favorite seat's the best spot in the house. Make it even better by entering your license plate or VIN and getting a real offer in minutes.
There really is no place like home.
And speaking of home, Carvana will pick up your car from yours after you finalize your offer. Visit Carvana.com or download the app and sell your car from your comfy place.